Halo 5. Games Sunday. And then, of course, but what I usually do, I'd say Xbox. Uno. Done. So that should change actually the game title. Yep. So, that's kind of cool. So I'm slowly learning all this stuff for the streamy streams. But I think I might have to, I don't know, refresh it. But as long as I see the chat in the screen, that's fine. It'd just be nice to actually see the stream visually on that screen as well. But oh well. Alright, so I'm ready. I don't need a capital. Okay. So I am ready. Oh yeah, that's what I want to do. Just go in here. Actually, I don't know if there's a master volume, but I think I'll just have to... Ah, see? Headphones or speakers. Oh, I guess it's just whatever makes the sound better for whichever thing. Sure. So then we have voiceover volume. So I'm guessing that's for chat stuff, right? So let's... Okay, so I have music already down. Alright, because of that. So let's get effects to like 6 maybe. You can't hear it, but... Let's go to 7. Let's see how that goes. Well, that should be fine. Right, so I'm gonna try to switch over now. To my other controller. And then if I go to add me, okay, so I'll have that. Okay. So let me just to make sure that it works. Okay, good. That's all that matters. So I don't know if he wants to go in a party or not. That's up to him. So let's add him. I should be able to send party invite. No, he's already in a party. So I'll just you know, just go to friends and he should show up. Yes. Oh, look at him. Look at what he got. So I think that worked. I think it should show up at the bottom. I don't know. I've forgotten how to do things in Halo 5. Such as that. So let's do that. Just want to make sure the volume isn't too loud, you know? Okay. I think we're somewhat set. I don't know if he's... Oh, he is in a fire team. Okay. So he probably should be able to hear me. Theoretically. So, of course... Let's, I don't know, let's try some SWAT, maybe? If that's a possibility. Or should go Team Slayer, I don't know. There's Team Arena and then there's Slayer, which is Team Slayer. I'm checking some of the stuff. I haven't played Breakout in a while. So I might just go Slayer actually. Cause that's Arena of like capture flag, blah blah blah. So okay, so let's just do that. Let's go Slayer. And yeah. So of course we have Andromeda N7 here, who has a follower of mine, and you know, I played with him before and whatnot, but he wanted to play some Halo 5, so I'm like, you know what? I've been trying to rank up in Halo 5, so like sure. Well, yeah, if you can hear me there, Andromeda, just message me and say, hey, I can hear you, because I think it should be fine. It should work. Because there's no indication of like me saying, oh, I'm being heard, but whatever. I guess I'll find out, but if you can message me. Think, oh, are you gonna add me to a party? Well, we'll see. We'll see there. I'll just do without a party first, and I'll switch. Cause you know, I like to talk to the team. Be like, hey, oh, I can hear you. I hear voices. But I don't know if they can hear me. I think they can hear me. Can you hear me? Cause I hear. Can I hear me? I think I can hear me. Can you hear me? Can I hear you? Okay, okay, well then I can hear you. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some little. Let's go to that. Let's do this, and maybe that. Okay. Let's see. A little bit, yes. Yeah. Oh, whoa, two of them. Looks like I gotta bring down my audio video here too. Let's get both at 2. Let's try that. Because that way they can hear you in the stream. Because what's going through the stream is like all the volume from the Xbox, so I have to turn down the in-game volume so that the in-game voice chat is like you're heard, basically. Because there's this thing called voiceover volume, but I don't know if that's the announcer volume. Just might possibly be that, so. Alright, let's do this. You couldn't hear me at all? Okay. Well then.
Lost the lead. Rocket launcher in 10 seconds.
Okay, next time I'll die, I'll try to fix some of this stuff here.
Rocket launchers on the field.
Yep, alright, so let's go to here. Okay, so let's try that. Voiceover dialogue volume. Yeah, okay. Set everything to like that. Everything's set at 1, and I get assassinated, of course, as I'm trying to do that. Now, is chat under effects? That's what I'm wondering. Like, is the in-game chat considered effects? Let me, Or I've... Oh, dang it. I'm trying to do stuff here. Okay. Because I'm trying to figure... Because you should be... I don't know if you're being heard at all. Like... oh yeah, of course I'm streaming. Of course I'm streaming. Well, probably because, like, what, from the Xbox? Because I'm not streaming on the Xbox. No, I'm streaming on Twitch, but I'm not using the Xbox to do it. Like, I have my... I mean, well, no, I'm using my streaming computer that I got on New Year's Eve. I just got it, and so I'm able to now use OBS and whatever and link it to Twitch, so it goes straight to Twitch without having to use an app on the Xbox to do it. Oh, come on. But that means, though, like, anytime, because when I have it through my capture box, which means that it's all capturing all volume from the Xbox, right? So that means all the in-game voice-over stuff, like in-game chat and the party, I have to make sure that it goes through the speakers as well. Otherwise, yeah. So otherwise, no one could hear you, basically. But I'm trying to figure out what it's for, if it's going through, if the voiceover for in-game, is it set to be able to go through here instead of just my headphones? If it can also be here in chat, so that's the only problem. That's where I have to figure some things out. Yes! Oh! Oh, what? Yes. It was. Well, actually, I didn't just get a new computer though. I actually got a laptop, not laptop, but monitor, but that was for free. So I have to, basically my friend who also streams had this computer, but he doesn't use it for streaming anymore. And it's been sitting there. So it's like, here, you can have it, it'd be like $150. And I'm like, alright, that's pretty good. But he says I could pay for it later, so I have it. But I still need to pay for it, so I just have to slowly do that. But but yeah, so he basically found this old monitor that's it's a square monitor. It's a flat screen, but it's square. And he's just like, you know what? This is just sitting there. I'm not using it. It's collecting dust. Here, take it. I'm like, okay. So I'm using that for my chat, so I can actually watch my Twitch chat. And I have it right next to the TV, so I can just glance over, like, slightly to the right, and I can see the chat, and then look over back to the screen. So then I'm not having always to turn my entire body to the right, where my computer is. I can just have it, because I have them to my laptop, and I just have the monitor hooked up and have it right next to the TV screen. So, come on. You've been using your laptop to stream it, right? Like you're playing it off your laptop or whatever? Like through Xbox thing or like what? Because I know you can do that. Yeah. Oh crap. Yeah. Oh. Dang, Nibbit. Okay. Because I don't think you're coming through at all. I'm guessing. I don't really know. Because no one else on Twitch watching right now. So am I cutting in and out? Because you're cutting in and out too a little bit. Oh, dang it. Ooh. There we go. Hey. Whoa. Oh yeah, yo. Oh yeah, they're just yapping to themselves, you know. Yeah, I know. Well, I can switch to a party, and I'll invite you. Hang on here, and then invite to partay. You have to go all the way at the bottom. No, or here, or there we go. Okay, invite select people. That's it. And then party controls. Party invite only. There we go. There we go. Problem solved. Somewhat. So this way we'll hear him better. But
Okay, I can hear you now.
there we go.
was-
So I have to now switch everything back here because with the party I made it so that it goes for both the speakers and my headphones, so that you should definitely be heard now in the stream. I'm like
Okay.
trying to
See, I
change
turned
the.
my TV volume's down.
Okay, so I can turn you down. Okay. God, I can still hear myself though.
You can't. Oh my lord.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna figure this out.
All right, so let's see if I can.
Is that better at all?
A little, yes. It's not as bad. And I'm dead because I'm
Dying.
changing stuff.
Yeah, I know. Like that's all I did last time was die.
I'm like
Okay,
checking
okay.
stuff and it's like, I'm a little busy here. Alright, there we go.
Hey, I got you. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Ooh. Ooh. I know what
Hey.
to do.
come on.
I couldn't hit him. He hit first.
Dang it. Where'd you go? Oh, he maneuvered away. But, I finally figured out how to actually change my, stuff, like, within Twitch chat. Like, I changed the broadcast title and change what game I am playing using Nightbot. So if I put, like, exclamation point title and then space, and then I change the broadcast title, and then it'll change it. Or if I put exclamation point game, and then space, and then I actually put the title of the game, then it'll change it through there. So it's kind of cool. So, because what I did before is always go into, you know, the web page or whatever, and then change it that way. But with Nightbot, you can do it that way. Ah? Nothing. Okay.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
I
and
love
this
that
I have this headset here. It's a really cheap one from eBay, and it was like $8, free shipping from China. So it's pretty cheap quality, but it seemed working fine.
See, I'm using a pair of earbuds right now that my friend gave me.
Oh yeah.
They're made of metal though, so they're pretty good. They're behind you!
Oh, behind. I was like, why are you shooting at me? Oh dang it, that was bad.
Oh wow. That's amazing. Okay, Twitch.
But yeah, this computer though is really great for streaming. Because in this way, if I want to play computer games, I can just have my computer, my gaming computer, just hooked up to the capture box, and then tell it's like a different screen or whatever, and I don't have to worry about like my game lagging because I'm streaming at the same time. With one computer, it's like, no, I have it spread to 2 computers, so then it's not as bad.
Yeah, see, it's not as bad when I'm streaming from my laptop to my to my Xbox
Oh yeah.
or whatever order. It's amazing actually.
Yeah, because I knew like you could, with like streaming or whatever, with the Xbox, with like whatever, Windows 10, you can go, oh okay, I want to stream it, but I'm gonna play it from my laptop or from my computer, even though it's technically it's playing it on the Xbox. It's also playing it on your laptop or whatever, like whatever
Yeah,
it
that's
is.
what I was doing earlier.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh okay, interesting, but you know. It's like, I guess that could work for something? I don't know. Like, for me, everything's all in my room, so it's not, like, that big of a deal for me. It's like, I'll just use the
Yeah,
Xbox.
Yeah, same thing for me. Thank you.
Oh.
Whatever his name is.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, where'd he go? Oh, wow.
Oh, come on.
Ooh, log in. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Quiet.
Yeah. uh,
Yeah, sorry, I fell asleep yesterday.
no, yeah, it's like, you know, someone was like, hey, let's play Halo 5, and I'm like, well, he's not online, so I'm like, okay, don't know what to do.
See, most of the time, I'll turn my where it says. Ooh.
Dang
Oh, I
it.
didn't get him. Yeah, I'll get him. Yeah, so I've had some complications since Christmas
Nope.
Day. So that's why I had to
Oh,
get
yeah.
a new TV, and I got So I got a new TV about 2 weeks ago, and I love it, but it was not cheap. Especially adding the 4K.
Oh. Oh, nice. Because
With
then
HDR, like it
if
got
you
really
have
expensive.
the Xbox One X, is that what you're talking about? Or yeah, you're talking about TV, so it's like Xbox One X, and it'd be like, oh, 4K, 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 everything.
Yeah, and it was not cheap, and it
No,
was
no,
not
it
cheap.
would not be.
So the X was not cheap, and the TV itself was not cheap at all.
Yeah, yeah. Like you would have to be basically rich to have like any of those, really.
Yeah, almost almost $800 and something TV. Yeah, not good. I mean, it is good. It's not. It's outrageous price though.
Well, I mean, the good thing about getting Xbox One X, oh nice, is if you have the Master Chief Collection, it's actually going to be upgraded to work with the Xbox One X with its all 4K quality. So of course they're actually patching the game so that it works well and fixing a lot of the problems, which is nice.
Ooh, I'm dead.
And to some people like, oh, I got rid of my copy. I'm like, why would you get rid of that? You have like all the Halo, like, you know, 4 Halo games, and if you got ODST, you got, you know, 5, you know, and all the multiplayer maps and Spartan Ops and, you know, like all this stuff.
Halo
I'm like,
Nightfall. Some of them
well,
say Halo Nightfall.
yeah, but technically you could get that late, you know, you could have bought that later, because they had it for like Blu-ray or something now. You could buy it separately,
See,
but
my Halo Nightfall came with it, and then I bought the movie later because yeah, the Halo Nightfall that was like on the video game does not work right.
oh
Like
crap.
it's in episodes. You have to like, if you go look at it, it's in episodes.
Yeah.
And like, no, I was like, I'll rather buy the movie, even though it wasn't a good movie,
Okay,
in
that's
my opinion.
let me. Well, I'll do the one I die. Okay. Oh.
I'm still trying to log into Twitch.
Railgun in 10 seconds.
Oh, that's calling that. That should be
Ooh,
good.
you thought you had me.
Oh
You
crap.
thought you had
Just
me.
as I.
Railgun on the field.
This dude got so hopped up because like I was inactive for like 30 seconds, and like he was literally standing there just aiming to get it perfect, and then like I just jumped up, and then you know, what do you call it? When you like jump down really hard, like you jump up and like you do that thing and it lands on him.
Oh,
I did
the
that.
ground
Yeah,
pound or
and then,
whatever.
Like, it didn't kill him. It didn't kill him, so he was stunned. I turned around, aimed down my sights as quickly as I could, and like got him, and it was amazing. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
here you
come
are.
on.
Nate the
Ugh.
Great.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, come on.
Okay, I see you now.
Come on. Oh, dang it.
Yeah, you're on my laptop, and I'm watching. Oh, I can Chromecast it too.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's right. You can do that. You can do that stuff. But yeah, see,
Yeah,
I got a whole bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, that was the thing, cause you've been gone a while, and I don't think you know this yet, but I'm a Twitch affiliate. I don't know if that happened.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh, basically it means I can get money. People still subscribe to me, cheering with bits, and all that stuff.
Mm.
So if you subscribe, that's like there's like different parts. There's like $5, and there's also like a $10 one, I think, and then there's a $20 one, I think it is. But you can subscribe for like a month and get like different emotes. I made some emotes, so you can get some. People have been cheering, so you see on the side, like on my screen, you see like
Yeah.
Thomas Nugget had cheered a bunch of bits. Basically, that's their way of like fixing the whole currency problem, where if someone, let's say from Europe, use euros and they're like, oh well, I want to donate you money, but I only have euros, I can't donate you dollars. Well, if you have a Twitch Prime account, or whatever, Amazon Prime with Twitch Prime, you can actually buy bits with your own currency, and then if you share the bits to me, you cheer with the bits to me, then I get that money converted to dollars. So, and to Canadian dollars, or like whatever my currency is. So that way, that fixes that problem. That's where cheering comes in, and bits and all that stuff. So that's why you have,
Yeah.
like I said, Thomas and Nugget and other things up there. Some people have subscribed. So actually, that's what I want to check is how much money I've been making. Because they hold your money for like until you get $100, and then they give it to you. So once you get $100, they can I'll actually get that. So, you know. So that's basically what a Twitch affiliate is. It's like, it's not exactly a partner, but it's like in the middle. But I can still technically get money. But the partner, it's like, oh, you get extra stuff. You know, and you get like ad revenue, all that stuff. But apparently they want to do that for Twitch affiliates now too. So, you know. But let's just say I've been having a potential of making more money on Twitch than I was on YouTube, because I made like probably only $5, and whereas I've been making, I already have like $20 already probably on here now. So it's
that is good.
It's like
He's
it's
right there. He's right there. Oh,
they're oh, grab. They're like basically encouraging people to like be able to donate more and have more of a fun interactive thing with like cheering and bits and all that stuff. So it's kind of cool, but I mean that helps me out because then I can also, get better equipment, like maybe better headset or better mic, better webcam for the face cam, and just different stuff like that,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna eventually start doing what you're doing. I mean, I got the 4K monitor, well, 4K TV, Xbox One X. Laptop. All the only thing I need now is really a Twitch account. Well, I have one.
Yeah.
Like, a real Twitch account.
Nope.
And all that, yeah. And a webcam. That's really all I need. Then I can start.
Yeah. Cause I don't know how good is your laptop, do you know? Like, is it a really good one, or?
Yeah.
Oop. Cause like I have as a capture box, right? But, just so you
Yeah,
can
I
see
don't-
stuff, oh boy. Like, you can see all this extra stuff, but if you don't care about it, like, doesn't matter to you, then you can just use the Twitch app and do it that way. Like, that works just as good. So that's not too bad. So then, yeah, you can, whatever. Either use your, laptop to play it from, or play it from the Xbox, whichever. But, I mean, like, it's fine. I just like to be able to have stuff on the screen, but technically you don't really have to do it to stream and have stuff, you know? Because eventually what could happen is that people could donate to you so that you could get a better computer and like a capture device or something, and then you can do more stuff, you know?
Right.
But you kind of need to start somewhere, so...
Yeah.
Like, I mean, when I was streaming at first, I had to use a computer, cause I was
did?
using cause I had a 360, and my gaming computer, cause I had Windows XP. That was my operating
wow.
system. So only XSplit was the one. An older version of XSplit was like, okay, you can use Windows XP. But what I found out, my internet wasn't good, so I couldn't actually stream in HD and have higher quality. So it wasn't the best quality. And then even when I got the Xbox One and switched to there to stream, because my internet wasn't good, I still couldn't stream it in HD at all. So, but then whenever it was Danny Garza, when he donated $100, that's when my dad's like, "All right, we're gonna upgrade the internet so you can stream better." So I'm like, "Okay." So I got 60 download speed and then 10 upload speed. So that's like that I can stream in HD basically with that.
I don't remember what mine is.
So
I don't. I know mine's like 60 or 70 download and like I think like normally around 5 to 12 uploads. My uploads.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Oh wow, you got quicker hands than me. See, I spend more time on my S than I do my X because my X has so many problems. Like it does not like to perform right. Has a big old problem like that. So yeah.
Wait, do you have do you have two Xboxes?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Like I said, I made a lot of upgrades.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't use my X so much though. Like, my X is terrible.
Oh yeah?
Honestly, I prefer my S better.
No.
The gaming is no different. Do you know that the Xbox One S can still run 4K gaming?
Oh really?
Yeah, it's upscaled to 4K, not native 4K.
Oh
Only
right.
difference. That's the only difference.
Oh come on.
But they didn't tell y'all that, did they?
No.
Yeah. If you
Because
look
they're
at
like,
it
oh.
specifically,
Oh okay.
it says it is upscaled to 4K, but is not native 4K. And trust me, since I got a new 4K TV, it's just as good as 4K. Like, just as good. Like, 4K native is like just like a little bit better.
Oh.
Not that much. So I've been using my S. My X though, I can't stand it. It like overheats a lot.
Oh really?
It likes to just shut off by itself, and that's like my favorite. I could be in the middle of a like good 2-hour game, and it just like goes off, and I'll just be like sitting there like, why would I ever buy you? It was not not worth it. The X is not worth it. I'm telling you right now. Or at
Okay.
least the one I've been dealing with.
Oh.
So I've been using my S. I prefer it better anyway. Like the white
still-
color of it.
I still got the original one, you know. It's fine. Oh, whoa. Hey. Hey. Come on, really?
I couldn't do. I can't do really big consoles. That's like pet peeve. If it's like too thick, it drives me crazy.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, that's just me though.
Well, I mean, the thing for me
Yeah,
is I can't afford to upgrade. You know, I can't just go, oh, I'll just buy another Xbox. Like, nah, I can't. I gotta save my money.
Yeah, I had to wait like 4 months.
Yeah.
No, listen, my other TV broke on Christmas Day. Okay? I got so mad. I took it outside and beat it with a bat. Okay? And then I was just sitting there like, well, there goes my Xbox career. And I was like, oh, well, I have like $1,300 in Xbox in stuff, you know, for Xbox. And
Right.
so I was just sitting there mad. Because, you know, I have a lot of games. And then, like, I have the X and the, you know, S. So that's all a lot of money. Just sitting there,
Oh wow.
able to do nothing. Because, see, my parents, you know, they don't think, they don't believe in, you know, flat screens. So they still got their old box TVs and all that.
Oh
like-
wow.
They're like, why don't you just connect it to one of these things? And I was like, mother, you don't understand. I have to get a new TV. And that was like a monthly thing. But yeah, it was
Wow.
bad. Wait, you're... Okay, it said it ended for me.
What ended?
It said defeat, like, already.
What?
Like, I'm
What do you mean?
already at the loading thing. Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. I think your stream is just slow.
You know it is.
Like,
Like,
you know what-
there's always a delay for every stream. It's usually a few seconds off.
I guess it's like a minute.
Well, I guess it depends on your internet as well if you're watching it. Like, it will be slower.
Well, I have like 15,000 devices connected right now.
Well, there you go. that would do it.
But yeah, okay, so my Xbox like overpowers all of them, so like it gets the best. But yeah, I'm like broker than you can be broke now.
That's crazy. Okay, well if yeah, okay. Well, that's not what I want.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So I guess I
Well,
have
after I
some
get-
music.
After I get off of this, it's gonna be a long night for me. You wanna know how I can tell? Okay, so today's my girlfriend's birthday.
Oh.
Right? And we've had an amazing day. I've texted her all day, made sure she was happy and all that. And then now, she's texting me like these crazy things. Like she's going crazy. I think she's had a bad day too.
No.
She probably has. Oh man, so it's gonna be a long night. Wow, this is gonna be so fun.
Okay.
Yeah, like, see, I can still see the rocket launcher on Steam, oh my gosh, not Steam, Twitch.
On Steam.
I've been doing a lot of Steam lately.
Well, I have now since I told you I had Windows XP. That was my main operating system for the longest time. Because recently I found out that Windows 10 is free. Essentially, you don't have to activate it. And you can still use it.
You didn't know that?
Well, no, because hasn't been really advertised as much. Like, oh, by the way, it's free. It's
See, I got Windows 10. What did I get? I bought. Yeah, I didn't get normal
Oh.
Windows 10. I think I got Windows 10. Ah, I
Oh.
forgot what was it. I don't remember if it. I think it was Pro. I'm not sure, but it was like one of the enhanced versions.
Oh yeah.
Of course, you know I had to because I'm getting all this new upgrades. So I was like, ooh, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade that too. Yeah, like I said, I'm broker than broke now.
Yeah. But yeah, once I found out that you don't have to activate it, but it's like there's gonna be some watermark saying activate Windows, go to settings, activate Windows. They'll always be there, and you can't change your background, you can't change your theme, like your lock screen or anything, different other display stuff. But you can still use use it, and it's fine. But because my laptop has an activated version of Windows 10 because it upgraded from Windows 8.1, that if I sync it, it actually changes the background. If I have the same account on the computer, it'll sync it. But because again now I found an old laptop hard drive, put Windows 10 on it, just put a bunch of games on there, like free games and some of the games that I own. But yeah, that's where I got Steam now. So I'm like, all right, Steam, free to play games, you know. And
Yeah, free to play.
so
Oh,
that's kind
let me
of
guess.
where. So I just started
Are you
going
into
to Steam
Fortnite?
now more. Oh my goodness, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's like one thing I'm trash at. I don't play a lot of it. 'Cause like I
Whoops.
said, you
Oh.
know, Fortnite's been out for a while, right? Since like a little bit before Christmas. Okay, so I was
Yeah.
just getting into it on Christmas. I started playing Christmas Day, and then my TV quit, and then you know I haven't had any experience, so I just
Nope.
started playing again, and it's like way different than what it was.
Oh yeah, they did a lot of updates to it.
Yeah. Yeah, so like, I'm
Um,
really bad at playing it. So I have to get
But-
used to playing it again. And that's
I actually won one match solo.
I haven't won one match yet. Like I've got
Like
top
it
30.
was crazy though, because basically everyone just killed each other off. There was like me and two other guys. The two other guys were killing each other, so then there was only one guy left, and it's like okay, and and then I saw what was it? I saw one guy building a tower, and I'm like, he's probably about here, and I started shooting, and I got him. I'm like, what? And I won.
No, like, I have
It was
learned
crazy.
the hard way. Do not build up whatever you do, unless you know you can make it. Unless you know you can make it going up, because if not, they're gonna shoot you and you're gonna fall and die.
Yeah.
See, I've gotten to a point where if I'm falling and I know I'm about to die, I'll start building right before I die, and it works. Really good, actually.
Nope.
Yeah, that's what you get for trying to kill me. But yeah, I'm trash at Fortnite right now. I have to get back used to it.
Well, I'm doing a little more on the PC just because you know, why not? And just working on my PC and trying to get it good. But I'll probably go back and play on Xbox One as well. That's where I've been playing it more. But no, I like it. It's a lot of fun. And the big thing is that it's free. I mean, that's kind of that's what I like about it. Nope. Oh crap, come on. Oh, there's an SMG, but
I think I just watched you die, like right
Yeah.
next to me.
well,
Like,
you
I
know.
wasn't paying attention. I had to answer. So I was
Oh,
like,
of
dead
course.
for a minute. Oh wow.
Come on. Oh, nice. That saved me.
Yeah, nothing even saved me to that. Especially
Rehearsal.
with my girlfriend. Wait, did he get that kill? No way. I assassinated him and someone else got that kill. That is
Yeah,
not
that
even
that
funny.
happened to me one time where I was assassinating someone, the guy just sworded him. I'm like, come on, I was assassinating him. What are you doing?
Like the knife was already like in his head, but he still was not dead. Okay, that guy. Oh wow. My
Come
own
on, how did that
person
not
killed
get
me.
him? Oh, there's one guy with rockets. I shot him so much, he's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, what? I just shot him so many times. Like this guy, come on. Knock! Freaking.
Oh wow, he's right behind
That
me.
Mr. What was it, Mr. Darker Skin or Darkest Skin or Sin
How
or
did I
whatever it
get
was?
him?
Oh, nice.
No, but like I was like just standing there. I sent a text and then I looked up and he was like shooting at me. My shields were down.
No.
I turned around like popped like as many bullets as I could, like really fast, and I got a headshot and killed him. Like,
There we go.
That's amazing for me.
Oh, dang it. I got him.
I'm just now getting back into like video gaming on my TV because like I don't enjoy 4K and all that. Like
Oh, yeah.
I'll literally just go on YouTube and look up like Hawaii in 4K and like it'll be amazing.
Rub the grave.
Ooh, I love like hearing announcements every once in a while. Well, I'm not now because the only thing I can hear is you. But it would be like assassination. You're welcome. I got it back for you. But somehow he still killed you. Like I don't see that because I killed him and then like he still got you.
Well, it said that I killed him too. Like we punched each other is what it said. So, you know, it's just one of those things.
Oh wow. Nate, don't ever marry someone.
Okay.
Don't ever get in a relationship. Okay.
Why?
So, like, because right now my girlfriend is like going off for no reason. I don't even know why. And it's just like no reason at all. Like this one, literally, I said like 3 words, and then she sent me like one was 5 words, 3 words, 6 words, 9 words, like. So don't ever get a girlfriend. Please. save the trouble and don't like. Just don't.
I mean, it would be nice to, you know, have a relationship. I mean, you know, I definitely feel like it'd be nice to have a relationship.
We'll get you a good one at least.
Yeah. Well, that's why it's been taking so long for me to get one, cause it's like, I kind of want one that will last.
See, this one, like, our 3 months is literally in, like, 3 days. And, like, now she's just losing it. This happens, like, every once in a while, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then
Oop.
birthday's coming up.
Oh,
Literally, I
your
don't
birthday?
need nothing for my birthday. Yeah.
When's your birthday?
April 16th.
Oh, wow. Mine's March 30th.
Yes,
Mhm. Yeah.
Ooh. Did it get you? Did it get you? Did it get you? Ooh, I'll help.
Oh, come on. Ouch.
Oh, help.
Oh, grenade
Wow.
got him, though, but...
See, I don't know. I think the grenade got me, to be honest.
It's possible. Like, if he was shooting at you and then the grenade blew up, and... But I got him, so like,
Yeah.
it was, you know.
Yeah, this game's got flaws. Ooh, another thing I've been doing, I joined like Xbox Insider program.
Oh, yes,
and,
me
like,
too.
I've been testing. You haven't? Okay, I've been testing
But-
like all these extra games and betas and like stuff that my like friend sent me. And it's
Oh, yeah.
like these updates for Xbox.
Oh, I
kinda
haven't. I
suck.
haven't tried those. Well, that's what I mean. I didn't want to try those and go like, oh, well, the update are terrible. So then, yeah, it's like I didn't want to do that. So I'm like, yeah, I won't do
No, no,
that.
no.
But
When you can't
Um.
access your home screen, it becomes a problem with me, and then you can't even record it. So what I did, no, like this makes me so mad. Like when I can't access my home screen, like I did recently, because when I first logged on to my Xbox when I got, I had to do all these new insider updates to my Xbox and its hardware. It took it like an hour, and then I couldn't even get to my home screen. Literally, it was just like locked on the Xbox symbol, like Xbox One turning on and all that. And
Wow.
I'm just so regretting kind of joining the insider program.
Oh
I mean,
crap.
it's worth it though because like I get all these extra like features, but it's also really bad because like you got to deal with the bugs and
Yeah.
all that, and it just. So I was literally like waiting for like. Okay, so I contacted Microsoft to try to tell them, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're fixing this issue." Like 2 weeks later, I still ain't got it fixed, and like it'll say stuff on the lock screen. I mean, on the home screen. And then finally, I
Oh
like
wow.
disabled whatever it was because I went through all my settings like from my laptop.
That's right. At
that
the
I did
top. At
wirelessly,
the top,
and I had to change
boys.
all that,
Guys, peoples.
and like I had to erase
Guys,
my
boys,
like,
peoples.
profile and all that, and then I had to log all the way back on, and then I had to download all my games again. Yeah, talking about the worst thing in the world.
That sucks. Well, the only reason I really went to the Insider program is for testing out, Master Chief Collection updates. That's basically why I went onto it, because they said they're gonna do what's called flighting, but basically gonna put in the Insider program and be like, all right, download the Master Chief Collection update stuff, like they're testing it, and then once that's all fixed, then they're like, okay, here's the final one. And that's ready to go. So I'm like, yeah, I wanna try out those updates.
Oh yes. I've been like trying to email my friends that are like
Oh yeah.
that are testing it, like they got like a beta code or whatever, like for update,
Oh.
and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like over here like begging them like to give me it and like all that, and it's not working.
Oh.
Because they're like, oh well, I can't like this and this and Microsoft. Like I'm not meant to tell people or anything.
Yeah. But because at some point soon they said that, oh, we'll put it for the Insider program so that whoever has that can use it, can test it out or whatever. I'm like, all right.
I see. I'm mad right now for another reason. My
Oh.
Master Chief Collection somehow got a scratch that goes around almost the whole thing,
Oh.
and I'm so mad because of it. And like it won't download
What?
or anything because like I said, I had to delete all my games.
Oh
So it
yeah.
won't download, and I'm so mad, and I haven't got a chance to go out and buy a new one.
Oh, that sucks.
So I'm just like, forget it.
Oops, that was bad.
How did I get him? No, because like he jumped up, and like surprisingly, I jumped up with him and hit him in his back. Like that was magic. You're the wrong person.
Oh, come
Thanks.
on. I think I just got a
For killing
double
me.
kill there, randomly.
Yeah, you killed
I didn't
me.
even know what was going on. I was just shooting. I'm like, shoot. And I'm just like, throw
Yeah,
a
'cause, like,
grenade,
I was
shoot.
starting to walk. Like I was starting to walk right past you, and it was just like pop, like with 2 bullets, and I was just like that, and I was like, wow. You know that means I gotta get you right back, right? Eventually.
Why?
Eventually.
Well, I didn't mean to do that.
I'm not gonna meet you though.
Oh wait, you took my kill. I shot at him first. Oh, like this guy. See, that should be me. I should have got him. But he got me. Oh, Kill should kill him. He has his clan tag.
Yeah, I
He has
love
Kill. It's like, oh, come on, kill. Like, what? Oh, yeah, that happened to me
Yeah,
too, where I
literally,
go
yeah.
up there. And I think that,
Yeah,
oh,
I
there's
hate
something there, and it's just like, oh, it's glass. It's like, alright, well. Oh
Oh,
my
wow.
goodness, I died. Oh, come on, that's not what I want. Alright. Oh, snipper that I'm probably not gonna be able to use correctly. Oh!
Wait,
Oh,
where
that
you
was
at?
it.
Hang on.
Oh, wow. I'm trying to get this one guy here.
Oh yeah, I see. I'm trying
Okay.
to find a way up there. Hang on.
That's not a Hydra. This is a Hydra. There you go. No.
You took my.
What are you talking about? He's right there, you know, I mean...
Yeah, and then I was down.
Well, you should have got him, I'm just saying, you
You
know.
know what? Well, I'm trying to text and do this at the same time.
Well, that's your problem right there. Don't get mad at me.
Oh,
You know,
look,
it's-
look at that.
You're
wow.
trying to text and shoot at the same time. It doesn't work.
Well,
That's
I know I'm in trouble. I know I'm in trouble right now because my girlfriend said my middle name and that's not good.
Why are you in trouble? Like, what did you
I don't
do?
know. Like, she's just losing it, like, today. I don't know what's going on. It's been a good day up until now. It was her birthday. She was so happy. I don't even know, like, to be honest.
Well, then I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I know. You think I do.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. That was
And
a great.
I'm
That was
so
great.
lost right now. So lost. Like, I don't even know what's going on. At this point, I'm giving up. Wow, there was like 4 of them.
Oh, I was gonna throw a grenade, but wasn't quick enough.
Remember, I still gotta get you back. I'm gonna somehow misfire. Oh wow, they got me from my back.
Oh, come on.
I'm hit. Return fire.
Oh.
How are you not dead? Die! Die!
Whoa. Where does this guy go? Oh, there he is.
No! No! Oh, I died.
Oh, wow. That was interesting.
Oh wow.
Oh, come
Life
on.
is not fixing with that.
Crap. Okay.
Oh, question, can you assassinate your own people?
Your own people? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Ow.
Okay. Actually, no, that wasn't me.
No, that wasn't. Someone else got me, apparently.
I was, like, seriously, I was, could have swore I was shooting at you.
Yeah, you were, and then I
And,
guess
like,
apparently it said someone punched me, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and there was no one there. I was like the only one there.
he had
Wait.
really good invis.
This game is so out of whack.
I think it's because one guy punched me, so that I damaged it, and it damaged me, and then you shot me, so that went to his kill.
Beam rifle ready.
That's what
Hmm.
happened.
Probably. So does that mean I get to kill you again?
No, I'm good. I'm just gonna, you know, try to win here.
I mean, we're on the same team. And we're already
Yeah,
losing.
yeah, well, I mean, you know.
Already losing, so you might as well have fun.
I see how it is.
Like,
Come on.
I've been, once I was in the middle of a player, and like everybody just turned against everybody.
Oh.
It was fun. It was fun. It was fun, but it was hard.
Well, I did play some Rainbow Six Siege, and one guy in my
Yeah.
team basically just killed us all, and then so he was the only one
Oh,
left, and
I
then
love
of course
that.
he failed because he was the only one left, and you know.
Oh, I got your back, bro. I hope you know that. You're welcome.
What? Hey, I could take care of myself, thank you.
He was literally running after you.
Oh, yeah, and I could turn around and then punch him and shot him, and then do a punch
then-
shot combo. You know.
How many bullets do I got left in my Hydra? Why would you throw it at yourself? Hang on.
Well, I didn't know if they were gonna run up here, and I'm like, well, there's already a grenade there if they do show up. Because they like to do that. They'll just run up and I'm like, well, I'll just throw a grenade at myself, and if they are there, and they get hit. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. Get my dimmer.
DMR. You got a DMR route when I did. I think it was fun.
Oh, they're all charging. These guys are charging all the time. It's getting close though. Oh my goodness. Kill got killed.
Oh wow.
Oh no, this is not good.
We lost. We lost. Like, seriously.
Oh, if we get 3 more.
Where,
No.
See, where are you? Where are you? I want to kill you.
I'm assassinating this guy right now.
I literally just, like, I was about to walk up to you.
Oh my goodness.
See, I'm the one that's got the blue visor wearing the, what? I think it's Halo 3 armor. Wait. Is it? It's the Mark. Hang on. It's the Mark
6.
VI.
Technically. But it's still a little different from the actual Mark 6, but you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's like Halo 2, Halo 3, yeah.
See, and I got the broken helmet. I prefer
Yeah, me
that
too.
one, because I have both. I have the broken helmet.
Pretty sure I got
and-
the broken one. Yeah, I think I got the broken one. Yeah, I got the broken
See,
one.
I got the scarred. And then I have the unscarred.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
came with the
yeah.
game. If I remember correctly. Oh, boost.
See, I prefer wearing the broken helmet with the unscarred armor.
Oh.
That's only sometimes though. Phantom.
Slur.
Slur.
Well, when it's I think it was Halo Reach had Slayer DMR. I would say Slur Demur.
Wait, where'd you go? Like you just disappeared.
Who, me?
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
I'm just
oh,
running-
Wow, like,
I'm
there's
just-
15 of them.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
That's why.
Like,
That's
I
why I'm
literally-
running away.
Literally, I turned the corner and it was like 15 bullets hit me, and then I just died because they all was right there in the corridor.
Ooh. Crap.
Wait, so how do you assassinate?
Oh.
again?
You have to go right up behind them and then hold the melee button. And then it'll assassinate them.
Oh,
But it has to be
look,
right.
no.
Has to be right behind them.
Wow, I shot him 3 times. Okay, so I punched him and shot him 3 times with my pistol, and he still didn't die. And usually it's a 3-shot kill when their shields are down. Well, for me, it is.
Come on. There we go.
Depends on how fast you shoot 'em. Ooh, and when they did the update, for whatever you say.
No. Oh,
No!
you ran right in my grenade.
Like I was
'Cause-
trying to like evade
Oh,
it,
dang it.
but like
Because
I
I
couldn't.
saw there was a blue guy right where you were, so I threw the grenade, but then I saw you running. I'm like, what?
like I was
like,
trying to
what?
avoid it, but it didn't
Yeah.
work. 'Cause, like I
I
tried
was like-
running around and yeah,
Uh,
it doesn't even work.
oh, invis. This guy had invis. So that might have been the mysterious thing that punched me. I don't know. Because that guy had invis. I was like, what? Because that was pretty good.
Oh wow.
Because I didn't notice that until like I saw a little movement and he shot me. I'm like, oh, he's invisible.
I think I need to turn up my controller sensitivity. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
I have mine at
uh,
10.
I think I have mine. Hang on. Damn. I'm gonna like.
What, do you
give
have
me
a 3? You have a default?
No, usually.
You're like,
hang on.
let's not be able to actually play the game. Let's set it to 3. That's the default. I'm like, why would you do
Look
that?
at acceleration. Look at acceleration.
Yeah,
Have it
those I
on.
never got what those meant, so I haven't touched those, but
See,
I'm like, whatever makes me look around faster, I don't care. That's really
right.
that's really all it is. So I don't know. I looked at some of those when it
Okay,
was like
yeah.
updated, and I'm like, what does this mean?
Oh
But
my
yeah.
gosh, this is gonna help me so much. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so much better.
Oh wow.
Okay, so I had mine on. I had mine on like 5 or 6. I don't remember now. Like I literally was just looking at it, but I turned it up to 10. And
Oh
I
crap.
normally have it as high as it will go. That way I can like move really fast.
Yeah.
Just like how I like killed that guy.
Yeah.
See, I would have normally got that kill.
Yeah, that's why I do it, so that if
Nice.
I had like a shoddy, I can easily just go and turn around or whatever. Okay, let's
See,
do
I
that.
haven't been able to check settings lately. Oh, I thought I was on blue team for a second. Oh my. Ooh,
Wow.
I broke his shield. Ooh.
Oof.
Okay, you know what? Forget it. I'm not texting her anymore. There's this guy like in this corner, and he's like just dead. Like he's
Oh,
like
come on.
in the same. Like he's still crouching, and he's dead. I think it's funny.
I have a couple times where I see a body like almost standing upright, and I shot him like, oh, he's dead.
Oh.
Set in
that
this
makes-
on. Now I'm looking at like any sort of weird, like distortion. I'm like, is that Invis guy? I'm just paranoid now, because that was pretty good Invis. I had no idea it was that good. I'm like, oh wow, I couldn't barely see him. Like what was that? Nope.
That was my kill. Hope you know that.
Pretty sure that was my kill since I
Hey,
shot
that-
at him a lot and you know shot him in the head too.
Oh, thanks. Oh wow.
Top Gun. I'm just saying. Oh crap. Oh, he got me. I
Haha,
can't do
you
anything about
died.
that. Well. Yeah, but
Oh,
you
he had
didn't
to
get that
reload.
kill, so
Yeah,
I
he had
mean.
to reload. He couldn't like shoot his gun quickly enough. Ooh, wow. Wow. So he punched me and then shot me.
Oh, I thought you would have gotten
wasn't-
that one. Yeah.
I would have, but I would have.
Uh-huh.
I was like fighting off other people. You know, that's
Okay.
so hard. It was
Uh-huh.
like, you know what? You so like. I'm gonna keep. Every time I see you now, I'm gonna try to kill you. Just to be mean. Wait, wait.
Yeah, go crouch. Yeah, make yourself be slower. Good job. Come on, grenade did nothing. I threw a grenade and whatever. Okay.
Wait, you keep disappearing. Like I don't even know where you are. Hang on.
What do you mean? I keep disappearing. Oh,
Oh wow. Guys,
there,
I'll
that
fix
works.
it.
Oh, crap, behind.
And see, I usually take
Ugh.
gum that helps. You know, like it helps your brain fresh better. Supposedly.
What, drinking
No,
coffee?
it's
Yeah,
fine.
that's what I do.
Wait, I drink coffee, but I try to stay away from that.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, no, don't do too
Okay.
much of it.
See, every once in a
Oh,
while, I could be.
oh, invis.
He's invisible. He's invisible.
That's what I told you, right? It's pretty good invis. I'm like, I see a little blob move around. I'm like, wait a second. That's
he
not
punched me
how that
and
works.
He punched me and he tried running past me. I turned around tried shooting my pistol as fast as I could, and then I ran up to him and hit him.
What?
no.
How that grenade again? Whatever. I guess he dodged it. But he had like no shields. And I threw a grenade and he's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, what?
See, you notice that I'm actually getting kills now? That surprisingly doesn't surprise you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. What's up with that?
Oh wow. Wow, perfect. Kill on kill.
That guy wasn't paying attention.
Ooh, I love when they're like standing there, like they're not paying attention.
Oh,
to
let's
their
try this
screen.
grenade.
Like when they're not paying attention to the screen, they're just like sitting there.
Well, that's where I like snipers, where they're like clearly scoped in. I'm like, okay, melee.
Like literally, like I love like sitting there and wait for them to look at their name. Like I just have a sniper rifle or something. Yeah. Oh well,
nope.
he get me. He got me because in the middle of assassination he killed me. That's like not fair. They should make you like invincible when you're doing an assassination.
Yeah, that would be nice. But they, what in the world? I don't know what just happened there, but I clearly punched him and he should have died. But anyways, I shot him and then I meleeed and he's just like, I'm fine. I'm like, what? But I'm a top gun, so that's all that matters. Oh my good, look at that. Look at that. I'm just saying.
Top gun, double kill, beat down, last shot, melee kill, close call, headshot. And then mine was headshot, close call, melee kill, protector, and assassination. I'm trash. Ooh, I got 2 reward packs.
Well,
Oh, wow.
how long have you like? What was your? When did you start playing this again? Was it just now?
Like just like this last like 3
Yeah.
days.
Oh, well, there you go. Like it's you you haven't been playing in a while.
Yeah, I'm having to get used to it again. But see, once I turned my sensitivity up, it helped a lot. I got a few more kills.
Oh man, like I always play at a 10. Like I can't play it any lower, cause it's too slow. Just like I can't turn around. Cause if someone's behind me, I don't want to go like, oh, I'm dead.
See, I set it at the lowest once, and like it was so bad. Like I'm gonna go change it right now, just
my
to
goodness.
see how bad it is.
Well, it's weird because I see people playing as default. I'm like, oh, how can you play? Like, oh, I'm not doing too good. I'm like, yeah, because you can't barely turn.
Oh my gosh! Like, look at this! Oh my god!
Where are you?
I can't.
Oh wow! It's like,
Hey,
and you're dead. Because I can do this,
sensitivity 10.
and then
okay.
and then you're just like,
Like a
you're like,
helicopter.
oh no, I'm dead.
Come here! Dang it! Hang on.
Oop.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, you know that trick too, don't you?
Yeah. Oop. Oh, behind. Oh, that's you. But there is a guy behind, though. There actually is a guy.
Okay, I see him. Hang on.
Like this guy. Oh, and he just punched.
Oh,
Oh,
No!
get him.
No.
Oh.
Like I hit him. Like I punched him once, and I went to like. What do you call it? Like I cannot think.
What?
Like to where you're in the middle of the air, ground pound.
Yes.
I went to do it, and it like was like an inch away from him, and it didn't count. It still
Oop.
didn't.
Oh, come on. He was too far away. Oh, nice. He got him. He got him. Gained the lead.
That's a first.
Oh, nice. Oh, saw reload. There we go. Oh boy, you gonna drop down or oh?
I've discovered that being on red team always wins. Like in every game I play.
Really?
Yeah, like every single like multiplayer match or game I play, red team is always winning. For me at least. Like today, the matches I've been playing, like in prop hunt, only red. Like seriously.
Oh, we lost the lead though. Now we gained the lead. Never mind. Oh
Yeah,
crap.
you're welcome for that lead.
Okay. I am
I
trying
need
to
to go.
be able to shoot somebody with this. I'll just quick scope here.
Oh wow.
Quick scope in here.
Oh wow.
There we go. I'll get it.
Whoever killed him.
Oh,
3 cash.
aren't you using her?
Oh, you're still texting me? Oh wow. I'm surprised.
Was that your girlfriend still texting you?
Like she stopped texting me for like the last 20 minutes. And, like,
Oh,
she
come
just
on. There we go.
stopped.
Took a while.
Hang on, I'm like not paying attention. Okay, there we go.
10 seconds to
Just
Come
remember not to
on.
get you. Oh, sorry. I like. Oh wow.
weapon pads open.
Wow, he killed me with a pistol. That amazed me.
Well, you know, I don't like the pistol, like the default pistol they give you. I don't like it.
Oh, I can't stand it.
It's too slow. Like. Oh crap.
Ooh, jumping around.
Oh thank. Oh wow, ammo
Oh.
for my saw. Look at that. Okay.
Oh wow, thanks. I could have had a saw.
Oh crap, behind. Behind
Oh,
you.
really? No, that wasn't me. Ooh, there he is.
Oh.
Got it. Yeah.
Oh, you took my kill.
You know what? You're so mean.
Oh come on.
Did he
Dig,
just
Dirbit.
shoot you? Thanks for the saw. Here, I'll give it back to you whenever I find you.
It's okay.
What's up?
Like right
Okay,
now.
we need to
Um,
grab,
um,
like,
Yeah.
Oh, right here.
You know. Yeah. There you go.
right here, get it.
Yeah. Oh, and then we're about to die, so it's good. Come on. There we go. Distraction. Crap. Well, that worked out. Come on. That worked out. Carbine. Carbine
don't
shoddy
fall,
is
yeah.
is like my best combo, really. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Oh great,
you-
look what you did. Now I'm like
From living. You're excused from living.
Oh whoa. Oh my goodness, I almost had him.
You know, see, I prefer the. See, I love the assault rifle in this game. But
Oh
I'm
yeah,
better
this
with
is
the
this
pistol.
is I'm way better at with the carbine. Oh my goodness, I flew.
Oh, I can't stand the how they changed it, the fire rate and all
Oh
that
come on. On what, the carbine or?
on the assault rifle.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm
Payback.
dead. Well, I was payback as in you'll lose points, so I guess that's good.
Yeah,
As long as you
I mean,
lose
payback
points,
was
that's
good.
all that matters, really.
yeah. As long as I get you.
As
paid
long
back.
as I can ban you and like kick you out of the game, then that's all that matters. It's like, oh, this person killed you. Would you like to kick him out of the game? Like, yep.
Like you're so mean.
Why? You're the one who's killing me.
I
You're
killed you
mean.
Once. You killed me once.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Not
you
on purpose.
did.
You
Fuck off.
purposefully are trying to kill me. That's a difference.
You're stealing my kill.
What are you talking
no.
about? I'm shooting at this guy, and then you start to shoot at him, and go, "Oh, you stole my kill." It's like, I was shooting this guy already. I just finished the job. That's all. Finished the job I started. I finished the fight, is what I'm saying. Just like Master Chef.
Master Chef.
Yeah, like the Master Chef
Isn't
collection.
The Master Chief collection.
No, he's a Master Chef, didn't you know?
I didn't know he could cook so good.
Oh yeah, like
He could probably replace a Gordon Ramsay.
yeah, like he is the master chef. So yeah. Oh nice.
No, I mean they made a show after him. There's video games after him.
That's.
Everything.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is so funny.
Oh wow, we're kind of winning.
That's amazing.
I know, right? It's all my HCS Pro skills coming out here, you know.
Yeah.
You ever watch those? The Halo Championship stuff? Esports?
Yeah,
The Halo esports?
I love watching those.
Well, that's I actually got a bunch of codes from there too. I was like, oh look, codes, rec packs. But no, I do watch those,
wow.
and I show my
don't
mom.
ever pay
I
attention.
showed my mom that too, and she's like, "Oh, that's kind of." She thought it was interesting. It was a little weird because she's used to like actual sports, you know, like football or whatever, having commentary, and then you have these guys like, "Oh, he's gonna get a moment here. And he does the objective." It's like whatever. It's like actual. It's like see this when everyone's like, "Oh, what sports do you watch?" Oh, esports. That's what I watch.
No, dang.
Well, and the cool thing is that I know the maps that they're playing, and I know the guns that they're playing, so it's like, oh, well, I can kind of go, oh, I see, that's what they're gonna do, or whatever. Like, it's kind of cool where some of the sports is like, oh, you get a replica of some of the weapons, or it's a different, whatever, place that they're, whatever, playing their sport in, but with,
Oh,
like,
God.
the game, it's like, I've played that map. I played in that map. I've used those weapons. It's like I don't, you know. So it's kind of cool that way. It's a little different in that sense. Oh, he's dead. I just see like bodies. I'm thinking, oh, that's. Oh, I was like, gee, I wonder what enemy is attacking me. It's like, oh, it's my team, of course.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh, they're all, and I'm dead.
Ooh. Oh. You know, in Fortnite, you can get banned for killing your own team.
I didn't know that. Well, I never do, so I wouldn't know.
No, I'm talking about. I'll look it up.
Oh,
Like, how to
sure.
get banned.
You're like, oh, I know.
No,
It's like you just randomly kill your team like you usually do. And go, oh, I'm banned. Well, what's up with this? I'm just killing my team. What's going on?
No, like I looked it up. I watched a video about it, about how you things to get banned.
Oh, I got the last kill. I got the last kill. Oh, I'm dead. Why am I not at the top one? Come on. What's going on here?
I'm at the bottom. I got 4 kills. It's
Wow, you
And 8 deaths.
you did good effort.
Well, yeah, I'm trash. I'm so sad. I'm so sad.
You just gotta practice, that's all. It's all about practicing. I've been playing SWAT for most of the time, and so going to Slayer, I'm like, oh, I haven't played Slayer in a long time.
I don't like ever play Slayer. Ever. I play a lot of Action Sack and thank you for reminding me to do a boost. Yeah. I forgot what I was talking about.
Nice. Let's try Mission Victory. Why not? We might win the next one.
I wouldn't wish that if I was you. Oh, I have 70 notifications. Wow. No one cares.
Oh wow, it is 1 a.m.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, well for me.
Oh,
I don't know what it would
it's
be
12.
for you. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. for me.
So, it's only 12 a.m. for me. That ain't true. Oh, wow, paragraph. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I haven't played on this map before. This will be a new experience.
Oh yeah, like okay, yeah. Welcome to servers of Halo 5 Guardians. Like, like, why do people have to say Halo 5 Guardians? You ain't gonna say Guardians, just we know what you're talking about.
Or just say Halo 5. Play Halo 5.
Right.
I'm playing Halo 5.
And then, like,
No, I'm Halo 5
Yeah.
Guardians. Because there's another
Like,
Halo 5.
like, totally.
Like, that's why there's Halo 3, and then there's Halo 3 ODST, because there's another Halo 3. And this one's an ODST, the other one's not. Like, that's her, you know.
So it should be Halo 5, and then
But even when people just say,
Maybe.
oh yeah, I just played ODST, well, you know, it's, oh, well, that's Halo 3 ODST they're talking about. You know?
alright. We know what they're talking about, so
Yeah.
why do people gotta correct Guardian?
Oh, first strike and I'm dead.
Like the worst game. This is like the worst game of the series in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely the story, the campaign could have been a lot better. You know.
And see, my like main thing is the campaign.
Yeah. That was the, like, a lot of the story stuff. I'm like, what?
Like it didn't make sense. And then the
No.
trailer they showed us a long time ago. Remember
Yeah.
that trailer where like he has a broken helmet, there's a guardian and all that? I think they had to rewrite the whole thing.
Well, that's, I think what happened is they had this, what seemed like a cool, interesting story, where, like, even in those other ads with Spartan Locke or whatever, it's like, oh, well, Master Chief is trying to do something, and everyone's like, oh, we gotta get after Master Chief, but then not knowing, I guess, why he's doing whatever, and then it would have been a cool thing, but it's just like, oh, we have to go after him, why? Because, and then it's like, oh, we understand why you're doing this now, we're friends. It's like, wait, what? Like, it's like, no, that's not, There's so much they could have done that, like, could have been way better. It's just, especially when you're
I
bringing
think-
back guys like Buck and other people and stuff, and bringing Blue
Oh,
Team in, and so it's like, okay, so how did Blue Team get there? Oh, read the comic book, it'll tell you. No, tell that in the game.
That's what the
Show
video
that in
game's
the game.
for. Like,
Yeah, it's like no, it's a book. You got it written. Like, no, all that important information should be in the game, in the story
You
of
know,
the
it-
game. Like,
right. It should all be in the game, and all the little extra things like, you know, the history of Blue Team, like the past
Yeah.
history. Oh, should be in the comic. But
yeah.
no, just put the whole thing in the comic. Make people read about it, which I haven't read about it because I don't care. The only thing I care about is playing the game. Oh yeah,
Well,
but
and-
the game's trash.
Well, and there's important things about what happened to the Didact, and apparently he was actually alive, and then Master Chief killed him
Yeah.
in the comic, and I'm like, no, that should have been in the game. That should actually where it should have picked up from, is that you find the Didact and whatever, and like, yeah, that would have been so cool. But no, let's not do that. It's like, what? It's like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you have all this stuff? Like, I don't know, whatever. It's just dumb. It's like, what are you doing? Like Halo 4 was kind of the start of that. Like, it wasn't that bad, but it was still things where it's
No.
like, why didn't you
know
do
what it's
this?
called? It's called 343 Industries.
Well, and it is kind of interesting is that you could really compare, like Disney to 343 with
Oh, yeah.
taking up certain franchises and kind of not knowing what to do with it. And you know, because basically you could really compare The Last Jedi to Halo 5. Like, that's
Oh.
the equivalent
Hmm.
of just with characters, and like, you could have done so much, but then you just did this, and then some of it didn't even make any sense, It's like, okay, but wait,
There's-
what? You know,
there's
it's
a lot of things in Halo. There's a lot of things in Halo 5 that don't make sense.
yeah. So it's just like, oh my goodness, like what are you doing? Like I don't know how they could, I don't know. Just like the obvious things you go, well, why aren't you doing this? It's just they don't do it. I don't know. It's weird.
They probably think,
Like-
oh, they'll probably figure it out.
Well, yeah, but well, we're like, no, we'll explain it in a comic, or we'll explain it in like some other thing. It's like, no, you're supposed to.
They're probably like,
Put it in the
oh, I
game.
ain't got time to do that. I ain't got time to do that. The only thing I got time to do is leave cliffhangers and like make the
Well,
story
a lot
bad.
of it seemed like it's, oh, what cool thing can we do? Oh, let's do that. And go, oh, right, we have to write a story for that. It just happens. Okay, it's next. It's like,
See,
no, what?
343 is like failing me right now. Okay, so usually like every like year or like I don't remember if it's every year or every 2 years they come
Oh
out with
my
a Halo
goodness.
game. Yeah, they broke that. Like it's been
Yeah.
it's been like hang on when did this game come out? 2015.
Oh my goodness.
Is it 2015 or 2016?
So, let me take out the box here and look at the bag. I think it was 2015. I think. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, 2015. Yeah.
Yeah, so 3 years. Wow. We should have a new Halo game by now.
Well, technically, you could say the Spartan Assault, Spartan Strike / Halo Wars
Okay.
2 were kind of those games in
about a full-
between.
A main.
But as
mainline
but
game.
as like the main, you know, first-person shooter ones, yeah, it's well, and that was the thing when they said, "Oh, we're gonna have a Halo game every year," and I'm like, "Is that really a good idea?"
Oh, and then
I don't-
oh yeah.
you
the
know.
Halo TV show.
Oh yeah,
That's been in development since the Xbox One came out.
yeah, That's
yeah, we're not gonna see a TV show.
it's like they really gotta figure things out. That's the problem. Is they really they really need to do that.
I think they should like start working with Bungie to see how they can save the franchise.
Well, what I mean, well, the thing is that you have, well, even Bungie is starting to change now, right? They're you know, letting Activision influence them a little bit more. Which is where you had like all the whatever microtransaction stuff going on with the Destiny and
No, so-
Destiny 2 or whatever, and stuff like that. So, but the other guys like even some of them were fired or they quit, like Joe Staten, who helped write, you know, the first 3 Halo games, even Halo Reach, even ODST, like he left Bungie, or like just before Destiny launched, the first one, and then Marty O'Donnell got fired from Destiny, from making music, and it's like, okay, and I think even the co-creator of Bungie, what's his name? It's Jason, I'm trying to remember his name. Jason Jones, that's it.
Hmm.
He's I don't think he's working there anymore. So like all the main guys that kind of like help steer it are not there anymore. So it's like, okay, well, take these guys. And I think actually Joe Staten actually wrote one of the comics, one of the newer comics when around Halo 5 was released. So it's like, okay, we'll give him to kind of help write the story. You know, it's like if you get those 3 core people to kind of help with the story, I think you'd get it back on track to sort of, because the biggest thing was Halo 4's transition from Halo 3 to Halo 4. There was none. Like it was just, okay, this is all new now. But it's like, well, no, you can't, because even if you're like, oh, well, if there's newer people playing this, they don't need to know some of the backstory, whatever. I'm like, well, they kind of do, because at the start of Halo 4, the Master Chief is in a place where he's used to, right? He's used to the, whatever, Forward Unto Dawn. He knows this type of ships. He knows that Cortana's there. You know, where he
But
left
also
off, he's
got
kind of like,
weapons.
and then he knew stuff, and he's comfortable with that. So then everything should have been basically the same as Halo 3 until you go on to Requiem, then you change it. then you change the music, then you change all this stuff, you know. Like his armor, he could have had the same armor, he goes to the Infinity, and then they give him the new armor. Like, it's
Right,
basic, it's the basic story transition stuff that they just, I don't know, like, it's,
They did it in the wrong order.
yeah,
Okay, and listen.
because, yeah,
Okay, so you know how the Forward on Dawn and Halo 3 looked?
yeah, yeah,
Remember it had the big O thing? If you look in Halo 4, if you look at it in Halo 4, it's not even the same ship. It looks like a totally different ship.
it
Because it's
is,
not the same.
yep.
It's not the same. Yeah, so that's not his ship, to be honest.
So
No, his
already, it's like, okay. Oh yeah, oh, that bugged me is that prologue video where they showing all the Spartans with the Halo 4 Master Chief armor, and I'm like, well, that's not how they looked like in the past. That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
Like, if
Like-
you, it'd be like making a World War II movie with, you know, present day, like, stuff from, like, Modern Warfare, you know, stuff. Like, it wouldn't make sense, because you're like, why
Right.
are they wearing newer armor? It's like, that's not historically accurate. So in the story
Like-
of Halo, it's like, that wouldn't make sense for them to have that armor. Like, why are you showing it that way? You know, it's just weird.
Right. And like so what they did is they got rid of like Sergeant Johnson, the Arbiter, in a way they got rid of him, and then
Yeah.
they got rid of like all of that, and they was like, oh well, we need someone for him to fall back on, so we got Blue Team, and then we got what do you call them? You got Locke's team, whatever they're called.
Oh yeah,
I don't-
Osiris.
Osiris, yeah. Okay, I don't get it. Blue and Osiris. There's two different.
Well, they want to be different. You're like, this one's Osiris, this one's Blue Team. They're different.
Okay, why couldn't they just been like normal blue and red?
Well, I
It's
don't
blue
know.
team, it's red team.
it's-
They gotta make it complicated. Honestly, I started to hate Halo, not the game itself, the people that make it.
Well, I mean, they
Oh.
finally did the right thing. We're like, oh, let's actually fix the Master Chief Collection. I'm like, yeah, that should have happened like the first year it came out. Like all these changes they're doing, I'm like, yeah. And I said it before, like there should have been just a small team. They're like, okay, let's patch the game and fix it. And they're like, we've gathered a team to fix it. I'm like, well, finally. Like that's what you should have done in the first place. Just have a specific team, because I know they're like, we're gonna work on Halo 5. Like, okay, get a small team for Master Chief Collection, get that working, and then still have Halo 5 being made at the same time. But like, no, everything's gonna be Halo 5. I'm like,
See, I think Halo the Master Chief Collection was out way before Halo 5.
yeah, it
And
was
they
the
had
first.
all this time.
Yeah,
Literally, they was like sitting there probably, just thinking, oh, what can we do next? Oh, let's make Halo Wars 2. That's probably all they did.
well, I think
They probably-
the other thing too is that with Xbox One X coming out, they're like, hey, let's just fix Halo Master Chief Collection for Xbox One X and enhance it and stuff. I'm like, well, if you had fixed it first, all you'd have to worry about is just making it work with Xbox One X extra visual stuff. You wouldn't have to worry about patching it. It would have been fixed. But no, now they got two. You have to do two things now. It's like extra work that they have to do where they
I
shouldn't have to deal with that now. Like, it's just, you know.
I think that if they want to fix it, what they should also do, because ooh, one thing that makes me so mad, Halo 3, the remaster.
Oh yeah, I know
Oh
a
my
lot of
God.
people wanted that.
Oh, I wanted that so bad. I love classic Halo 3, but a remaster would be just fine with me. Just fine with me. Because I would love to see like the vehicles and all, like the graphics. Oh my god. The graphics would be amazing. But no.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's favorite game that everyone loves. Oh, let's not remaster it. Let's just enhance it. And it don't even
Yeah.
look that much better. Yeah, no, it's, ooh. I literally
Ugh.
went out and bought Halo 3 separately. You know, instead of using the Master Chief Collection. because of
Right.
the enhancement.
Right.
But there's not that much of a difference. Like, it's not even a good difference. Like, in my opinion, I think they should remaster Halo 3. And like that will hold us off until
Oh, that's
Halo
bad.
6. Or until
Yeah.
another major Halo game. At least that's what they could do.
Yeah.
But no. Let's come out with Halo Wars 2 and watch it die out. Let's come up with a Halo TV series. They're saying that there's active development still, so let's let that die out again. And then Halo 5 fastly dying out.
Yeah,
It's like it's
well,
the community's growing small.
well, the biggest thing is that they never like communicated at all with what's going on, like to the community. Like they never, because they used to
Right.
like post things like, oh, here's update this, and then you just stop updating. I'm like, well, why aren't you saying these are the problems? This is why things aren't working for Master Chief Collection. And people are just like, okay, so what's going on? And so a lot of people just got angry because they're like, well, no, they're not saying anything. Like, what's going on? They're like, oh, well, we haven't said anything for a while, but oh, we're getting it fixed now. And now you're seeing updates happening about the Master Chief Collection and whatever in forums. Because people would talk on the forums about it, but they wouldn't answer. Like, there'd be, like, Sketch wouldn't show up and be like, hey, we're listening to your comments and blah, blah, blah. Like, nothing. So people are just frustrated because they're like, well, they're not. It's like, do they care? Or it's like, what's going on? But it's just yeah, it's just weird.
See, one thing I hate is I think they was gonna do a remaster because I looked it up one day. There is like a remastered Halo 3 like main menu. And it looks like it's been really professionally done, like 343 kind of style, not like a fan made. Cause you can tell fan made.
Yeah.
And not.
Yeah.
This was like a full thing. It had like the Xbox One like buttons and all that. Like it was perfect and it runs smoothly. That's why I thought it was real. And it looked real, but no, nobody says anything about it or anything at all.
Yeah.
But it looked so real and it looked so good and it just made me so mad when they said, yeah, we're not doing Halo 3 remaster. Oh, we're not gonna fix this. Halo 5, we're just gonna let it die. We're not gonna update it. They could update Halo 5 to make it better, at least. But no.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, well, what they do is they're like, oh, we have the Halo 3 throwback maps that you can play once in a while.
No, I don't play those. They're bad. I don't like them.
I played a couple of them, I'm just like, okay, but still, it's like,
You could do better.
Well, they could have done an actual remaster of Halo 3. It's like, here's Halo 5 graphics. Like, oh, we'll make a little Forge Halo 3 map. It's like, well, it's not the same.
Oh, and it was poorly made. Most of them do. Like,
Oh yeah, like
they
they.
sat down for like an hour and just did it like.
Well, I think a lot of it was fan made too, right? I think they was like, oh, this is the best one, and then they just put it as a matchmaking thing, like I guess its own playlist. So I'm like, okay, sure.
Oh, but they of course had to go tweak it a little bit probably to make it theirs.
Yeah.
So they can get money out of it or something. I see Halo 5 coming real soon.
Wow.
Not gonna be kind end either. Like Halo 5 died out like after year 1.
Yeah. Man, this
Like
guy likes
the
to
main-
crouch.
Like the mainline people from Halo, like the main players that play it, yeah, they died out like the first year. Now it's
Yeah.
just like all these 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
I'm serious though.
Yeah.
You cannot get into a multiplayer match without there being at least between a 4 to like a 13-year-old that cries and whines and yells. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So true though. I think 3 for 3 is gonna end up like. Yeah, it's just not gonna be good. I think everybody's gonna start hating 3 for 3, and then they're gonna end up losing the company.
They
and,
really
they're
gotta
gonna go broke.
fix things for Halo 6. Like,
Oh, if they don't
they're
fix things for Halo 6, they're
they
done.
really gotta make sure that not just everything looks cool, but the story of the campaign is good. Like that's the thing. They need to focus.
Like Halo 3 good, like at least Halo 2 good.
Oh, dang it! You ran right in my grenade.
Thanks. I was trying
Well,
to, like, snap 'em, like,
I'm trying to get those guys that are showing up, and then you go right there. It's like, what are you doing? It's like a bunch of grenades being thrown. You're like, oh, I want to run through. It's like, what?
Well, I didn't see like I was like trying to snap and I wasn't paying attention.
It's like, do you not watch your mini map there to look your radar? No. Well, there you go.
Nope.
Problem. Here's your problem. A little bit, because that's how I knew. I'm like, oh, I see people on the radar, and I threw grenades, and you ran right in there. It's like, okay.
I'm gonna use the radar now.
Yes.
Like I use the radar and everything else, but I never have like a chance to play.
Where'd he go? Oh, I guess he did. All right, that's fine.
Oh, there he is. Ooh.
Oh yeah, because a lot of them like to crouch now. I've seen like 3 of them crouching. I'm like, oh my goodness, they're all just crouching now.
Literally, I just walked around the corner and grabbed a crouching.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm just tired of 3 for 3. I wish the original Bungie would come back.
Yeah, you know. Well, they wanted to make Destiny, you know, so.
You know, in Halo 3 ODST, it says Destiny awaits in one of the
I know.
things. And it's like Destiny, like you can tell it is too. And like Halo 3 ODST came out like forever ago.
Well, and that's why when they remastered it, like 343 remastered it for the Master Chief Collection, they actually they took down that poster. Like they changed some of the stuff that for Destiny stuff, and they said something else. And I'm like, oh wow, they actually got rid of that. And some of the other Easter eggs, they changed it to like another person. And I'm like, why would you change those Easter? Like that makes no sense.
Like the developer, the one that was dancing.
Yeah, like Jason Jones, and stuff like that. Or like in Halo 2 Anniversary, if you go to the anniversary graphics, it's someone else, and I'm like, what? Why would you do that? Or like ODST, it was Marty that was dancing with that Marty O'Donnell who made the music. They had like one of a Easter egg of him dancing with the remix of his what is it, Siege of Madrigal, whatever. Yeah, the hearts, and that was him, and now it's just like Frank O'Connor or something like that. I'm like, that's I don't like that. That's
I think
they should have kept it as Marty.
Yeah. They should have been at least that respectful. Respectful.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was like,
you don't do people's work like that. You don't just change it and like.
Yeah.
No. That's
like I get it. Well, with like Halo 2 Anniversary, it's like, okay, if you go to the old graphics, the original Easter egg is there. But then whenever you switch to new graphics, okay, it's the new one. But with ODST, that's just what it is. So it's like, well, why would you go change that? Why don't you just leave that there?
Right.
It's like, you know, it's.
Like, why take the time to change it when you could just be working on other new things?
Yeah, like, that's. Yeah, it's dumb.
And it's not just Halo, and it's every game that's ever existed.
Yeah.
Like Mass Effect.
Oh yeah.
Especially with Andromeda. Ooh, yeah.
Andromeda, oh my goodness. I played the trial for that, and then I got EA access, and I'm like, hey, let's put this in and try it. It's still pretty bad. Like, the animations, like, it's still bad. Even though after they quote-unquote fixed it, you know, they patched it, it's like, there's still some problems.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
BioWare Montreal's gone. The lead writer of all the Halo, the lead writer of all the like Mass Effect games is gone.
Yeah.
All of that. Like, see, okay, so the original Mass Effect came out like 7 or 8 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And they just did Burnout Paradise Remastered, right? And Burnout
Yeah.
Paradise Remastered came out. Wait, which came out first, Mass Effect the original or Burnout Paradise? I need to look that up.
I think Mass Effect was first, and then it was Burnout Paradise. I think.
Right. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm pretty sure.
But see, why would like, and Mass Effect is like such a really good game franchise. Without Andromeda, hang on, let me clarify. Andromeda
Yes.
is like separate. Mass Effect 1,
Yeah.
2, and 3 was amazing. Mass Effect 1 and 2 deserve a remaster. Mass
Yeah.
Effect 3, at least go touch up Mass Effect 3. Make it 4K and all that, but no.
Yeah, it's you know.
So the same things happened in them, and then like when Andromeda happened, oh, let's make everybody look, you know, terrible. And let's see if we can get away with it.
Yeah, that was weird. They just you
See,
know.
the day it launched, I went and picked up my game because I pre-ordered it, you know, and all that. Because I'm so hyped for this game. The first time I put it in my console, and I had to let it download, had to let it update, and then like, oh, yeah, let's just not be able to walk correctly, and let's just look at everybody be like, terrible, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's let your teammates not even like shoot at the person. Let them just shoot at a wall. Yeah, that game died quickly. Very, very quickly. And then
Come on.
the update, you know, the updates killed it
Oh,
quicker.
come on. There we go. Yeah, it was it's just weird how they're like letting these games just be bad. It's like, really?
Like, it's all the AAA games.
Come on.
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
It's all the AAA ones. Like, and it's so sad.
Crap, I had to reload.
Ooh.
Come on. Got him. Let's see if I can get this goofball.
And watch
Come
it
on.
die. Like, right when I say that, I saw you get headshot.
Well, what happened was I was like trying to back up, and then a teammate was right behind me, pushing me forward. So I'm like, I can't go anywhere. Like, well, that was great. That happens sometimes where I'm like aiming somewhere and I'm trying to move away, and then my teammate is literally stopping me from getting out of the way, and then I die. I'm like, well, that was good.
Don't be smart, boy.
So, do you feel ashamed at all to be have your gamer tag as Andromeda N7?
Okay. Sorry, I saw that.
I mean,
coming.
you know.
I do need to change it.
Because I'm thinking that like you know, it wasn't really the best game in the world, and then you're talking about it, I'm like, I don't think, yeah, that was a poor choice.
No,
That was a poor choice.
Way back when, before, like right when it was first announced.
Oh.
Okay, that's when I changed it because, you know, I was so hyped
Oh, that's
for a
funny.
game that was meant to
Oh,
be
wow.
good. And see, I didn't want to put Andromeda, like the one, like how they spell it. So I changed it to an E at the end because the other one was already taken. And that
Oh,
was
yeah.
as close as I could get it. So, and I was just like, and now I just don't even care about it. I just leave it as it is. I'm gonna think about changing it. I'm gonna leave it in 7 parts somewhere.
Yeah, that, you know, that seems fine. It was just like Andromeda, and Simon's like, okay. You're like, after you see all the memes about it, you're like, oh, I can't believe I've changed my name to this.
My face is tired. Hey, my face is
Oh
tired.
yeah, my face is tired.
Bro,
It's still not that good. Like, even with the patch version, it's still like, it's still pretty bad.
Okay. Let me tell you a funny story. This killed me. So like the first playthrough.
Oh.
Okay, so when I was doing it, when she said my face is tired, and like she put her hand on her like face. Okay, so
Yeah.
in my game, she put her hand through her face. Okay. Like it glitched out, and, like her hand was like sticking up through her head, and it was like she was like all glitching out. Like if you've ever watched that girl, like she's sitting in the chair, and like her legs.
Oh,
like, her
yeah.
arms and all that, and like yeah, it was very similar to that, but like it wasn't her hands or legs.
Oh.
Oh my god, it was crazy. Ooh, that game so like needs help.
Yeah. Like, I kind of just want to beat it eventually, just see like what happened in the story, but to see if it even led anywhere. But so
Honestly,
I'm just like, all right.
Just like cliffhangers after cliffhangers after cliffhangers after cliffhangers, and you never figure out the real story. I beat it like 4 times, and I didn't beat it like with like 100 hours. Like beat it, and then like I'll go beat it again, and like it won't even be anything different. Like it's practically all the same. It's just terrible.
Oh, just
And
about
see,
to
in
leave.
all the other Mass Effects, I have a playthrough with at least, I have like all my playthroughs at least have 60 hours. At least.
Oh.
Now my good playthroughs, they have it over like maybe 200 or more. My good playthroughs.
No. That's
Cause like I spend
crazy.
like 20 minutes doing. Cause like Mass Effect was like my main game for like when I was growing up, other than Halo.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Halo and Mass Effect are the 2 games I grew up with. And then the TV show I grew up with was Star Trek.
Oh, yeah.
So
What, like the old one or the next generation ones?
it was all of them, literally.
All of them,
Star
okay,
Trek.
yeah. The
Yeah,
first one I saw was reruns of the original, and then later I saw a couple of next generation, but it was more of the older ones I remembered more, like the original ones.
See,
And then, and
the
I did
older
because
ones,
I see
don't
them.
like the older ones that much.
Oh, like
I
next
mean, I
generation
love
and
Kirk.
stuff.
I'll
You mean?
say that. I love Kirk. I don't like.
Oh, you mean the older ones?
like,
Okay, like the
yeah,
original.
I love Kirk, but I don't like the appearance
Oh crap.
of it all. Like the way it looks now.
Well,
Way
I
back
mean,
when it looked good.
well, yeah. Back then they're like, what? A computer does things? What? They like the whole idea of a computer doing like actual things. You're like, what? Like it
Oh,
was
you wanna
just
know a fact
that
about
that was the future, right? That was the thing.
You want to know a fact about all the Star Treks that have like the same computer voice?
Yeah.
Guess who that computer voice was? Well,
That
Stan or
was-
Troy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I did. I found that out later, and I'm like, wait a second, because I didn't know. Well, I didn't know that was like whatever, the wife of Gene Roddenberry. So I'm like, oh yeah. But then when I saw like, wait, the original computer voice, like the computer voice that is part of the Enterprise. This is how it. I'm like, wait, that's her.
Yeah,
I
and
didn't
then,
even
like,
know
okay.
that. I'm like, wait, what?
So I noticed it in Generation
Oh yeah.
when I heard her speaking, and then I heard the computer, and I was like, "Hey, that's the same voice." And then I heard it, in another one, and I was like, and then I went and looked it up. Yeah, she's a computer voice for almost all these Star Trek series, and I was like,
I
wow.
think, when I read it up, apparently in the J.J. Abrams Star Trek from 2009 movie, apparently she did some computer voice in that too, but that was like her last role. I'm like, what? I didn't even. It's like, oh my goodness. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, while this is loading, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
At some point, I will have to end the stream because I've been doing this for what, 3 hours now? Almost 4 hours? I need to sleep at some point. And now I can hear myself echo. It's the best thing in the world. Alright, that's me and myself. But yeah, I'll do that soon. So, to get my spiel out of the way, you know, you can look on the screen, stuff around. Look up top, there's my Twitch and YouTube channels, just in case you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube, whichever. Because I archive these on YouTube as well, but if, like I did here, I played 2 games, what I'll do is I'll split it up into 2 different videos per game. So I played Rainbow Six Siege, so I do that, you know, as a separate video, and then with Halo 5 here, separate video. And then, yeah. So there's that, of course, Twitch channel you can follow, subscribe, or, you know, cheer with bits, or also donate if you like to help out support stream, show your appreciation, and whatnot. Also have clips, highlights, and stuff there, and Let's Plays, and yes, I'm still here. I was just saying things while you were gone. I was doing my spiel where I'm like, hey, you can follow me on Twitch and blah blah blah, because I put these on my YouTube channel as my archive. So, because some people actually watch it, like they'll miss the live stream, they'll watch it on YouTube and whatnot. So, because I'm like, okay, some people are watching it, you know, I'll get some views on it. Yeah, what was it? Oh yeah, so I did some Let's Plays. I have it on my Twitch channel. I've been wanting to do some more stuff like that. Now that I got my computer set up, where I don't have to really edit anything, I can just do it as like one take Let's Play thing. Because before I had to like have the separate, like the camera would be separate from my face. I have to put that in later, and I have to sync the audio. And then, you know, with the game and everything else, and it's like all this stuff. But now with the computer, I can just, as if I'm streaming, I just record it, and I have my own scene where it's like, oh, Let's Play scene, and it has its own thing. So, you know,
there's a guy
I like to do a little more.
Waiting, and there's a guy waiting, and he's invisible, and he's
of course.
He's like, okay, I don't know how many there was, but he's got an overshield too.
Oh, come on.
I think it looks like it.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was a great throw. That was a bad throw. That was a bad great throw.
Wait,
got that
what?
guy. Okay. I was throwing grenades and I'm like, oh, that was bad, but I thought I threw a good one, but I'm like, nope, it's not good. Didn't do anything. And then I punched him. So, you know. That works. Oh. Oh, dang it. Oh yeah, I have no grades, dang it. Oh, nice.
I finally got caught up on Star Trek Discovery.
Oh yeah.
And, my lord. Wow.
Yeah.
And this is before Kirk? Before Kirk.
I know, alright? I know. It's,
Before Kirk. A spore drive before Kirk. If anything, Kirk would have had the spore drive. Like,
well,
no.
well, remember, they're like, oh, let's not tell anyone about it. Let's, you know, it didn't really work out too well, so, you know, it's,
Okay, how would you not notice a ship appearing and disappearing out of nowhere okay, and then in the last episode, have you watched the last episode
Yes, I seen them all.
of season 1?
Yeah,
Because
I-
there is something that
I
like,
know.
is killer.
And but the thing is, they even then they changed some of that too. Like
mean,
they
look at-
actually, you looked at it and you look at, I'm like, okay, but I'm like, wait a second, that shouldn't be like that, and that shouldn't be like. But then you could say like, oh, later they'll like change it, or they're like, oh, it's a visual update or whatever. I'm like, no, why aren't you trying to make it the same? And then like, I don't know. Like, why didn't like could honestly? And some people have said this. It's like, why don't you make it set after like Voyager, like however many years
Oh,
after
wow,
Voyager,
that's good.
and then
That's so
here's
good.
here's Discovery. Like, I'm like, that makes
Ugh,
sense.
I'm about to die.
Instead of like, oh, let's do in the before the original series, in between Star Trek Enterprise and the original series, and it's like, why would you do that? And then make it look like this, you know? Oh yeah, I couldn't do anything about that. But yeah, I don't know. Just they're doing some weird stuff. It's weird. How?
Oh,
Come
wow.
on. Oh. Oh, crap. Hang on. I gotta... Crap! This is not good.
Wow.
This is not... Hang
Wow.
on. Up. Bah. There we go. I'm back. Alright.
What happened?
Oh, my controller fell down with the... Like I said, my headset is not the best one. And so, if a connection gets slightly loose a bit, it will not work.
Mm.
So like, because it's a 3.1 millimeter jack, like one jack plugged in for headset and mic, right? So
Right.
if that gets turned at all, like, you can plug it in, you can still wiggle the cord or whatever, you can still turn it. If that gets turned a little bit, you hear like static, and it's like, oh, the mic doesn't work anymore. The speed, like, the headset itself
I
for
hate
listening is fine, but then, oh no, the mic doesn't work, and I'm like, ugh. So when my controller fell down, it just didn't work. The mic didn't work. It stopped. So I had to turn it, and it's like, oh, now I'm back. It's
Okay,
dumb.
so did you hear what I was saying about?
Oh, I
Star
could
Trek
hear you.
Discovery?
You just couldn't hear me what I
Okay.
was saying.
Okay, so.
Because I
have
was
you watched
saying
the last
stuff,
episode?
and how what they should have done, and this is what people had said. What they should have done is, instead of having it set in between, Enterprise and the original series, it's like, well, why don't you set it after Voyager? If you want to do a drastic change of stuff, it's like, just set it after Voyager, however many years after, and be like, all right, Discovery, and continuing that timeline, as opposed to, oh, let's go into the past, but then change everything visually. It's like, well, no, why would you do that? Again, it's like making a World War II movie where it's like, oh, it's all stuff from modern day Iraq or whatever, like all the modern day military stuff. It's like, that's not.
it's
So it's a visual update. I'm like, no one would stand for that. No one would be like, no, what? Don't do this. Why would you do this? But then if you go with this, you're like, oh, well, it's okay. I'm like, no. If you're trying to do some sort of storyline, somewhat serious, I'm like, well, just try to make it connect and have some
At
consistency. Like, ugh.
Yeah. Okay. So even in Enterprise, they had a little bit of Kirk, not Kirk, but at least the USS. What was it called? Reliant. Yes. It was in Discovery. They was looking for the same ship. I think the one that crossed universes. It was
Oh yes, the
another
Constitution class.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so in Enterprise era, they found one in the mirror universe, and all that.
Yeah.
And it was.
Yes, that's right. When they did the Mirror Universe episode, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah. And
It was
they had all of
Defiant.
yeah, that's what it was. and they had like all of the, they all got in the like captain clothes and all that.
Yeah.
And like at least they had similar clothes. See, in
Yeah.
this they don't even have similar clothes. It's nowhere
Well,
near.
that's it. Like, I get it if they're like, okay, want to change the uniform. So basically, here's the thing. In the original show, the only that little what they call this the whatever what do you want to call it oh, there's the Invis guy. I'm trying to remember what do they call it, the whatever, the Federation of Plans, the
Oh, United Federation.
United Federation of Plans. Yeah, like they're that in the they have what they're calling the or the Star Trek Delta, whatever you want to call it. The little their symbols that they use for like command and science officer and you know all those stuff. The Enterprise had the little one that looks more like an arrow. Only the Enterprise had that.
Oh,
All the
yeah.
other ships, they had different ones. Like if you look at all, they're all different. So then why does Discovery have the same one? Like they should have made a new symbol for Discovery and be like, oh, Discovery's you know, whatever, a secret, you know, whatever, Black Ops, you know, ship thing. Like, it's separate, so that's why they have new uniforms and new this and new that. It's like, okay, then that would make sense. But they're like, oh no, it's, whatever. It's like, or they gotta explain it more where it's like, oh, the Constitution class's ships are older, and their uniforms are older, and then this is the newer version of their ships. It's like, well, okay. But they don't do that. They don't even explain that. And it's like, well, that's dumb.
And see,
It's like, why wouldn't you? It's like, ugh.
It's just. Oh, and they're in season 2. They're writing it right now, and like they're filming it and all that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
hey,
It's.
but I'm telling you, it's not gonna. It's not
Well-
gonna.
well-
It's gonna be like Star Trek Enterprise. It ain't gonna get past season 4, or even
Well-
3, in my opinion.
Well, it's because they're doing too many changes where they shouldn't. Like, I get it. They want
Right.
like, oh well, it's an older look, whatever. I'm like, yeah, well, just say that's how the ships were, and then this Discovery ship is just different. Like, you can't say that. Like, come on. It's
And-
I don't know. It's
Okay, so when they was building the Discovery, they had to know something was different because they made the rings, like the saucer part of it, separate.
Yeah.
Like there's like 3 different ones, and they all spin. Like you would know
Yeah.
that's going to be a different ship compared to a Constitution class. You would notice that,
Yeah.
and the saucer section doesn't separate, so there's a
Yeah.
big old gap. Okay, so just a saucer. One that spins, and then one that separates, and then most of them, like newer ones, don't even have saucers. They're like pointed or something. Like I don't get it. Like what's with this spinning thing?
Yeah.
And then like,
I mean,
have you seen the
again-
last episode of season 1?
Yes.
Yeah, you have. So in the very
I've seen it
end-
all. I've seen the whole season.
Okay, so in the very end, what gets me is they should have let us know that Lorca is like, you know, like they should have told us like every other like series they've ever told us that, you know, he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
And we should have been able to know that, at least been able to spot it eventually. And then, no, just kill him right out. Like, don't even mention another word about it. Don't even
Yeah.
any of that. Like once they killed Lorca, that was into Lorca. They didn't talk about it. They didn't do none of that. Like, Lorca's just dead.
Yeah.
Put it that way. And,
Yeah.
like, that's bad storytelling. They
That
should have
is.
said, like, where's this Lorca in our time frame, you know, all that.
Yeah.
See, and like where is all this? Like, did he kill Lorca? Lorca's past, all that, and like how we even got into Starfleet. Okay, I don't get that.
Sorry.
How the
Yeah.
other Lorca got into Starfleet without nobody noticing. And supposedly, there's not even a Lorca in this universe. Supposedly.
Yeah, I know. Like, well, that's the problem, right? They do too many of like, oh, we're not gonna mention things. It's like, well, no, at least give some hints, some indications. Like at least say, oh, well, we might bring this character back at some point, you know, like whatever. Like it's just weird, you know.
And then like okay, so in the very last episode, like in the last like 2 minutes, oh, guess who shows up? It's a distress call from
Yeah.
guess who? The
And
Enterprise.
C C170. What?
Yeah, and
It's like what?
Oh, it's like, oh yeah, we don't know what it is. Oh yeah, we can tell by the
Yeah, I know
movement.
the big
Oh,
mystery.
oh, and then they say, oh, it's Christopher Pike. Like, how are you
Yeah.
gonna do Christopher Pike in this series? And why? Okay, so if they was answering a distress call, don't you think the Enterprise would at least been damaged? But no, the Enterprise flew right up to the Discovery
Yeah.
with no problem. But yet there was a distress call from the Enterprise. Like, no. And there was no.
Yeah.
Like, and the Enterprise doesn't look like the Enterprise. It looks like a Discovery version. Like, it doesn't look
Well,
the same.
Well, that's the thing, and from what, like, I even looked it up, I'm like, okay, it looks different, like, what are the actual differences? They're like, oh, they kind of made, like, almost, like, a bit of the Star Trek Enterprise ships, like the NX ships, like a bit of that, and a mix of, like, all of them. I'm like, well, why would you do that? Why would you mix it all up? Why, like... The thing that would have made sense, and what a lot of people thought this was gonna be, is this will be in the Kelvin timeline, the J.J. Abrams movie timeline, as a prequel. I'm like, well, that would have made sense. So if you do
And
these
that would've been
changes,
real
then,
good.
because if you do these changes, well, then it's like, well, that's just how you're laying that new timeline. You're like, okay, well, this is the past or the history of this new Kelvin timeline. Or the alternate timeline.
see,
It's like, okay, that's
the Kelvin
cool.
timeline would have been amazing.
But
Because
oh no, yeah.
because Discovery looks like it could be from the Kelvin timeline.
Oh man, especially with this with the bridge having a a
Right.
window, just like in the
Right.
in the
Like a
newer
real
movies,
window.
which yeah.
And then like the way
So,
like all the
yeah.
technology works, and then like all that, like that's definitely either Kelvin or like further past like the latest Star Trek Beyond.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Past that, and it's so noticeable. But like, oh, we can get away with it.
I know. They're like, oh, it's a
Right.
visual update. We're trying to give it to the new. I'm like, well, then set it in the newer movies timeline. Like, because we skipped the whole thing where it's like, okay, Kirk was born, his father died, okay, and then we go to, oh, here's Spock, and then we skip to they're older now. It's like, okay, well, what happened in between that? That's where the show could have been in that newer timeline. Just what happened in that
Ooh,
gap
okay.
and different things. It's like, oh, that would have been so cool, but no.
Okay, so for J.J. Abrams and in the first Star Trek, okay. Oh yeah, you can be an officer in 4 years, okay. You can have your own ship in 8, right? Listen.
Yeah.
He said that. Listen, we missed. Okay, so he became first officer within the first like 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
he was captain between the first
Oh, come
few days of the like in like days in the movie.
Yeah.
Like seriously.
Yeah.
And then he got put. Then he's commissioned to be a captain. Like, whoa, where'd that come from? And he just came out of the academy. He
Yeah.
already has his own ship. And it just amazes me. Oh, and then okay, so when he's asking him when they get in the bar fight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like, hey, I want you to join Starfleet. Okay? It cuts to him driving a bike to the Starship Enterprise, and then it shows them getting on a shuttle, and then it shows them flying up. Oh, and then all of a sudden, the Enterprise is in space and it's built.
Yeah.
Like, I guess that ride to go get on the ship lasted like 3 months, or maybe 4, or maybe even a year.
Yeah.
for the Enterprise to get done being built and all that. Really?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things I definitely didn't like, just like stuff where and it's weird because I actually started to do a fan edit of that movie, then cutting out certain extra stuff. I'm like, okay, you don't need this, you don't need this, and the movie still works without these extra stuff that is not needed at all. You know,
The movie works
espe-
without a lot of things.
well, what they did do is they changed Spock a lot, and that's what I hated, because they're like the fact that he's in a relationship with Uhura. I'm like, well, I kind of get where you could actually do interesting things where he's basically trying to suppress all that emotion while Uhura's trying to bring that out. And so something where when his mom died, like when Spock's mother died, then and she's like trying to comfort him, and then you see him hold it back even more, like he becomes more suppressing that emotion. It's like, well, then there you go. But they didn't do that. You see him like being more emotional, like actually accepting, like hugging her or whatever. It's like, no, 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 no. You make it so that
Then,
he
like, in
suppresses that
another-
more. Like, and I do little edit. Like, there's one part where after the mother, his mother died, the planet's gone, the Vulcan's gone, and then he's in the elevator, and then she goes in the elevator, and she's like, "Oh, tell me what to do," blah 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 blah. And then I actually took out parts where you see, Spock kind of being more sad, or you see expressions on his face. I cut that out so that he doesn't have that, and he's just like almost ignoring her and kind of just going. It's like, oh, it's like, what do you want me to tell the crew? It's like, I want them to perform their tasks admirably or whatever. So it's like, if I cut
Oh,
out
yeah,
that emotion part, if I cut out where he's like hugging her and going, oh, I'm so glad that you're here and whatever, it's like, that's not Spock. So if you cut that out and say, oh, because of his mother, he's even more like trying to suppress it. It's like, that's such a character moment, but they didn't do that. It's like little things
Okay.
it would have made it better and made it more like, oh, this is the Spock from the originals, It's like, oh, but it's,
See, one thing that made me mad about it was that, like, oh, somehow there's a ship, a Romulan ship, out of the middle
yeah.
of nowhere. Okay. Oh, but he don't know where Spock is, right? He's looking for Spock.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
can't
yeah.
find him, but amazingly, he finds the other Spock, and like, wow, he goes and destroys Vulcan, knowing that he could be saving his wife on Romulus before the planet gets destroyed. But no, he wants to
Well,
destroy the.
of course, the main thing is like, oh, well, he's just insane, so he's not thinking of that, But that's like with most of those villains, are like, oh, they're just insane. They're not thinking logically. It's like, why are they all of them not thinking just make it so that it's like, oh, well, because of his actions, it still happens anyways, and then he gets even more mad. Like, that would make more sense. But no, he's just completely doesn't think of, oh, well, I could actually just save my wife right now. My wife's alive right now, or whatever. Or going to be alive. So like you could like the whole thing, like you can like make sure the family's safe or whatever. But then you could say, oh, with him doing that, and like whatever, Starfleet interfering, that he gets that his wife's family killed or something in in the past, and he goes, well, then he gets mad at Starfleet. Like it just you could have done so much more to make it have it make sense as to why he's mad and trying to but they don't. They just didn't really think of that. I don't know.
And then all of a sudden, Kirk can get him emotionally, distracted about his mother, just so he can take command.
Yeah.
That's not what happened in Star Trek, the original series.
No.
No, like, major mess up there. Like, at least try to cope with the Star Trek original series. At least try to do that. At least try to get some of that in there. But no, let's just like
that and
That's
and like I,
totally
it's
another
okay if
route.
they're trying to do more actiony stuff, but like try to get more of that, like trying to be logical about things or having discussions about like, oh, like you know, should we do these things or whatever, or because that's like back then in like the 60s. And it like the one episode I liked a lot was the one where you have the guy with the black and white face, like one half is black, one half is white, but the
Oh,
other guy has the other half is white and the other half is black. And you're like, oh well, you're the same. You're basically the same race. It's like, oh, his white. You know, he has white on the left side. I have, you know, white on the right side. We're different. And it's like such a, you know, basically a race thing, you know. But it's like we're all the same. And they could have easily have done something like that in these movies, but they really didn't. But that's what Star Trek was. Like, sure, again, have more action. That's fine. But put in those other stuff that, you know, just keep it more Star Trek of what it is. But it's just like it's too much of more action, less thinking, you know.
oh, and one part I loved about the original one.
4 hours. I'm gonna do this for hours. I'm gonna be ending it soon. Oh my
And
goodness.
so, the one thing I hated is like, oh, Christopher Pike. Oh yeah, he can mention Kirk and like his father and like, hey, your father was captain of the starship for 12 minutes. I want to. I dare you. I dare you to do better. Kirk got his command within a week, and he's been captain for over 5 years. 5 years.
Yeah.
And then Christopher Pike, of all people, dies in the second or third movie. I don't remember.
Yeah. It was the second one. That was
Second
with
one. And I'm
Khan.
like, oh yeah, Khan. Oh that.
Or I'm sorry, John Harrison.
Oh yeah. John Harrison. That totally doesn't look like the Khan from the movies. That totally
Yeah.
didn't take a ship. He didn't even take a Starfleet ship. There was no Genesis device. There was like you missed the main component of Khan. And it was more than one person. There was more than one person. It was Khan, and
Yeah.
if you remember right from the original like movie, there was a ship full of prisoners.
Well,
And
technically that
Khan was among them.
that was they did touch about that in the Darkness, because that was the pods or whatever. Like those people were still in cryostasis. They never took them out. They only
Yeah.
took out Khan.
But like,
Only Khan was waking up. So
but see, Khan would be that person that would wake them all up.
that's true. Yeah. Well,
That
that's
way-
yeah. You would have, yeah. That would make more
Yeah,
sense.
because like he did in the
Well, that's what
movie,
he did.
won't
That's what
do
he
it.
did in Space Seed in the in that episode. He woke them up. Like that was the thing. He's like, well, "Wake these guys up, please."
Right.
I'm pretty sure like he was suggesting more of like, "Oh, you know, we're okay or whatever. We're peaceful people
Okay,
or
and
something."
my question is, where the heck does the vengeance come from? The vengeance is like from like the 29th, you know, freaking time frame, because it's like so non-Starfleet and it's like so advanced that you would think.
Well,
that
it's
from a
it's
different
like
timeline.
I get what they're trying to do. It's because of what happened with Nero and trying to kill Spock and destroying stuff and doing things. They're like, oh, well, we gotta be more militaristic now. Which again, that could have been something they really could have touched on a lot more. But they're kind of like, we'll just mention it and that's it. It's like, no, they really could have done more
Oh.
of that. That was kind of the thing, and they're like, okay, so some makes sense. Like, oh, because of what happened with the new, because of Nero and all that stuff. Oh, well, that made them they found Khan first instead of Kirk, and all. So it's like, okay, I see what you're doing, but they just didn't really do much with it. That's the problem. Is
Like, how
the-
did Khan wake
you
up?
know.
Like, how
Well,
did
yeah.
any of this? Like,
Yeah.
how did Khan get all this thing? How? Just like,
Oh, what?
how?
I accidentally.
Thanks.
Yeah. Well, I
Uh-huh.
didn't know. I
Yeah.
didn't know you were taking the assassination until after I threw the grenade. I'm like, oh.
But it just agitates me. Like, okay, so where did he take the ship over? Okay, so Khan and Kirk never met. but yet he didn't take no shit, right? He didn't take
Yeah.
no shit. There was no Genesis device, and this is meant to be. Would you call it lore with the
Yeah.
original series? Like, no, it's not. It's nowhere close to it. If
Yeah,
anything,
it's
a side story. The
well,
alternate reality.
well, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like, again, like I understand, like they're trying to do changes. I'm like, okay, but if you're gonna do some changes like that, you have to really do something with it. Like, actually go, okay, well, if like it's cause and effect. Like, if this happens, what's the effects of having this happen? Like, okay, if Khan is now waking up early, what would happen? Like, what's gonna change? What's Khan's now motivation for certain things? Like, just all that stuff. They would have to think, okay, well, if this happens, then this has to happen, or this doesn't happen, or whatever. But they kind of like sort of try to do that, but they just go, oh well, he says one thing and it's like, okay, that justifies what he does. Like, no, it doesn't. They need to put more effort in this whole new alternate realities, new alternate universe of like, okay, because this has changed, what's the ripple of that? Like, why is everything different now, or whatever? They really need to plan that and go, okay, let's so that everything makes sense, but they didn't do that. That's the problem. They just they focus again too much on like, ooh, things look cool, and oh, this would be cool in this scene to do this, or wouldn't it be cool if Kirk and Spock did this, or met like this, or whatever. And it's like, yeah, but okay, you need to make a good story around that, and you can't just throw things there.
And see, okay, so this one. Okay, Star Trek Beyond. That one's just a hot mess out there.
Yeah, it's... Well, the whole thing, what they did, though, is they actually skipped a good amount of them exploring. Like, I think they were on their 5-year... Like, you're on their last year, or their 4th year, or something. Like, yeah, like, they skipped a lot. The 3rd year or something. And I'm like... well, what happened in the 2nd year or the 1st year? Like, why don't you show that? I was
give us information.
I was kind of excited when at the end of Into Darkness, like, okay, we're doing our 5-year mission now. I'm like, oh right, they're gonna do it. They're actually gonna start to do some No, they skipped it basically, and I'm like, why would you? They skipped all that. Like, why would you do that? Don't skip all that. And they changed the uniform. I kind of didn't like that. Because it's...
I didn't like it.
I actually liked, even though it looks a little different, but the fact that they still kept the black, neck line stuff, and because it still looked a little bit more like the original series. I'm like, okay, that's good. Keep it like that. But then like, oh no, let's change the uniform again. So it's... I mean, I kind of get what they're doing, but it's like, I like the other one, because again, it was more like the original, the look of it,
Right.
and so, and then certain stuff, but I don't know, it was, yeah, again, more missed opportunities with that. They could have done a little bit more with, well, Kirk was a little bit more like Kirk, he actually was like, oh, okay, but it's still, they could have done.
See, I think J.J. Abrams was like, oh, we need money. Let's just make a movie. Let's put some of this and some of that. We'll just make it a movie.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it, because it wasn't good at all. In my opinion.
Yeah.
I really kind of disliked Beyond. The only thing I liked about Beyond was seeing the Franklin take off.
Oh yeah.
Seeing the Enterprise crash. Like, okay, so where did a NX ship come from? Okay, and supposedly there was no mention of, Archer or anything like that.
Well, there was in the first one. They didn't mention Archer. They mentioned because Oh, you mean like later on, like about I think, what is it, on a plaque or something? His name was there, maybe, or I don't know. I'm trying. I can't remember. Like, yeah, yeah. I don't think like yeah. In Beyond, when they found it, there was no like, oh, this is like whatever, talking about Archer and the fact that yeah, there wasn't any of that.
He wasn't Archer's father, the one that created the first warp. Engine?
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Okay, and then like in the show, oh, the USS Franklin was the first Warp 4 ship. I don't think that's right, to be honest. I think
Is that
it was
what?
the first.
Oh man, is that what they said in the movie though? Is that what they were saying?
Yeah, like, oh, the USS
That was
Franklin was the first Warp 4 ship, and like, it went missing after like its first, like, yeah. It was like the first Warp 4 ship, but the first Warp, like, 3-4 was like Archer ship, still. And I'm like so surprised.
Yeah, that would have been actually kind of cool if that was like the Enterprise, like the, you know,
Like,
that
if
they're
they
like,
found
oh,
it, like,
they're like, oh, it was on
like,
one of the
nobody
missions, and then
like,
oh,
nobody
there it
knows
is.
what happened
Yeah.
to the NX-01.
Yeah,
No one knows what happened to it at all. 'Cause
exactly.
they stopped making it in season 4.
Yeah.
So,
So that would have been cool.
They could have done, right? Like, if they found the NX-01, and if the bad guys was like, okay, so if like Captain Archer was killed, and like all the main people from Enterprise was killed, or at least have them look older and appear for just a minute, even if they do get killed.
Yeah.
At least have a ship in there, like a ship that doesn't look anything like Star Trek, and call it the Franklin. And
Yeah.
then just add some old backstory to it. Like, no,
Like
doesn't
it
work
was
like that.
similar to like the NX class.
It was
Like it kind of yeah, I mean, but it actually did kind of like look like it, so it wasn't. But yeah, the factor like, oh, it's a different ship and blah blah blah. It's like no, it's have the Enterprise. Was it a different class?
Yeah. Here, I'll go look it up real quick.
Yeah. Anyways, I think this might be my last game because you know, I've been streaming for like 4 hours now.
Wait, ever since I've like got on with you,
Yeah.
it's been 4
Like
hours.
before, because I was streaming, like I said, Rainbow Six Siege before that for like an hour, and then I'm playing this for 3 hours.
Oh wow, so we've been wow.
Yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah.
I've not been paying attention.
uh,
The USS Franklin, Star Trek. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm looking up something.
no, that's fine. No, I'm just
I'm
like
trying to look it up.
just seeing it. Oh, well then. Hey, I didn't shoot you, all right? I didn't. I was thinking about it.
Okay, so it's Franklin class.
Oh, Franklin class. That's what they.
And it's NX-326.
Okay, so it's
It
still
went
yeah.
missing in. It went missing in 2233, and it wrecked in 2263. Alternate reality, and this is on the official fandom. Wow, Franklin type starship. That's all they can say.
Huh.
It was the first Earth ship capable of reaching warp factor. Pulsed phase cannons, lateral torpedoes, polarized full plating, wow.
Whoa. I'm actually doing
Oh,
good
I'm so
this
lost.
one. Oh my goodness, I should have made this as a victory one. I didn't know I'd be actually kind of good at this one. Anyways.
I keep dying. Okay, so they got it off the USS Pioneer. It was the exact same ship, but it was the opposite direction. It was so it was like Star Trek, like it had the saucer up top and then like the nacelles going below it. But what they did is they switched it to where they switched it to where all they did was flip it over and the saucer was below the nacelles. So wow. So it was actually
come on.
Pioneer. The USS Pioneer was first.
Oh, okay.
And then all they did was switch it.
That's weird.
You want to know a fun fact? The USS
What?
Vengeance was almost as big as Deep Space Nine in length.
What?
Like, seriously. No, like if you go to Fandom and you look up, I'm gonna say this picture.
It was almost this floating space station flying around. It's like, what? That is so
No,
dumb.
listen, the
Why?
saucer section. The
Oh
saucer
my
section
goodness.
was bigger than the Okay, so in Deep Space Nine, you know how there was like the main area, and then there was like another outer ring, and then there was a furthest outer ring. Okay, so the Vengeance, the saucer section, is bigger than the first two rings. Like, wow.
That's ridiculous.
It's bigger than a Romulan warbird. It's way bigger than the Enterprise. It's way bigger than Discovery, too. And it's like, got all of these. It's like 2 times bigger than a Romulan
Oh crap! Come on.
warbird. I'm sorry. Who shot me? You shot me.
I didn't.
You were a bad person. No, I'm talking about that guy.
Oh, okay. Oof.
No, he like walked up and started shooting me, and he's on our team too.
Oh my goodness! I really should have made this as a victory one, a mission victory boost. But apparently, I'm the only one that's really playing right now. If you look at the
I'm playing,
leaderboard,
like,
well, I mean, if you look.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, I got 0 and I got 5 deaths. Okay, I'm playing now.
That's good KD right there. Good craft dinner.
Okay, I got 1 kill. Leave me alone. I'm dry.
Okay, where are these guys? Oh, there's some.
2 kills.
Okay. There you go. Oh, come on. My grenade got him. Okay.
Leave me alone. You're so mean sometimes.
What?
It's like I was about to kill him, like he just walked up.
Well,
and
I
did
was
nothing.
I shot him like so many times, so it just made sense for me to actually kill him.
But I wasted like a whole grenade, like for real.
Well, you know, I also threw a grenade, and then you were at the same time you happened to be assassinating him, which I didn't know was gonna happen until after I threw the grenade. I'm like, well, I didn't plan that. Well, it's all the time you stole my kills, so I'm like, all right, I'll just, you know. Or the times you're trying to kill me, so I'm like, all right, well, you know. This guy's always crouching, like, just slow yourself down more, you know? Make yourself a big giant target. that's barely moving. Good idea. Keep crouching. Please crouch. Slow down and crouch. That would be great. Oh, come on. Oh, whatever.
Ooh,
Nope.
one thing I hate about Halo 5 is they changed the carbine. Like, it's not as
Yeah.
zoom.
Oh, we got Jimmy Two Beans. Welcome to stream. Thanks for stopping by. And watching me just wreck this team.
I'm over. I mean, I'm in third right now.
Well, that's
But I got
good.
one
But
assist.
but I don't. It's probably like maybe 8 kills or something like that, or I don't know. I haven't looked recently. Wait, what was it? Went wrong. Yeah. Yeah.
Luna.
That's 7,
Nine.
8. Oh, that's pretty good. You know.
Dang it.
Come on, quick scope, quick scope. I'll get him. Quick scope. I just got. Oh, someone's here, eh? There you are. Hey, buddy. Oh, see, crouch there. Good. He always crouch. I'm like, all right, fine. I'll just punch you. It's like, all right, thanks. Slow yourself down. Make yourself a giant target.
Oh wow, I killed him, but he killed me. How amazing.
Oh, sure. Oh, you would. Oh, you would. I was like, are you gonna miss that, please? But then you took it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you took the overshield, so what am I,
Yeah, well, I'm doing pretty bad right now, so. Ooh, assassination.
Oh, where is that? There it is. Come on.
Oh, thanks. Bro.
Oh, quick scope, come on. I got this. Now why I do a quick scope? Okay, I don't even know where they are. They're hiding somewhere. They're just, or they're all getting. Where are they? Where? Oh, I'll get a last kill. That's fine.
Haha, leave me alone.
Wait, what? What? I
Who
shot him.
got
I
him,
thought
Nick?
that was the last kill, but I don't know what
This
happened.
guy
Oh,
was, like, killing on me.
I don't know what
mean,
just
nothing
happened.
on me.
It said, "Oh, 1 kill remaining." That's what I thought it said, and then I killed someone. It's like, we're still playing. I'm like, all right. Whoa! I'm like, I'll get the final kill, and then there,
I
whatever.
got
Anyways.
the final kill, bet. Look, I got the final kill.
Well, let's just look at the
Finally.
leaderboards and see what says there.
Leave me alone.
Let me just ooh, Silver 2, Silver
got
2, Top Gun,
11
you know.
kills. 3
Okay.
assists and 11 deaths.
Oh, well then.
Leave me
Only
alone.
got 27 kills, 1 assist, 13 deaths.
Okay, so 13 minus 2 minus 2.
Let's open all the packs I got here.
Yeah, I got like 15.
And I gotta end the stream. I gotta go to bed. I'm tired.
I'm tired,
It's-
dude.
It's like 2:27 right now a.m. for me.
And your call goes fast.
Ugh.
It's still 12:28 for me.
Get rid of this. Okay. Oh, promotion! I got promoted. Look at that. Okay, get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Keep you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. There's so
Ooh,
many
that
I
thing's
just don't
so-
keep.
Ooh.
Let's get rid of this. Alright, keep the rest. Oh, I have enough to now buy another pack. Okay, let's get another pack. Gold. Come on, get me that Halo 2 BR for Warzone. That's all I want. That's all I want. Yeah, okay, get rid of this one. This one. This one, this one. I'll keep that one. Can get rid of this. Alright. I think I have enough to get another one. Oh my goodness, I can get another one. That's funny. There. Oh, okay. Don't need this. Don't need that. Only use that. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Let's get rid of that. Alright. Good, I got a bunch of stuff. Oh, bronze and SWAT. Alright, well, I gotta end the stream. I've been streaming for 4 hours. Oh my goodness. Unless you're watching this on YouTube and you're watching the separate videos, then it hasn't been 4 hours, but it has been for me. So, you know, just check out stuff on my channel and whatnot. But yeah, so so that's it for me. I am so tired.
Been fun playing with you. I'm leaving.
But you know, all right. Yeah, that was fun playing with you too. That was good. It's good to have a teammate that is playing the game, unlike some of them that don't play the game.
Thanks. Yeah.
Because some of them are like, I'm just not gonna play. Like, they just stand there, and I'm like, okay. It's like, you're actually trying.
I was.
So that was good. Sometimes. Yeah, when we weren't texting.
You know what? I gotta deal with her for the rest of the night, so you ain't got it that bad.
That's true.
Right. Well, been fun playing with you. Good long talk. That was fun.
Yeah, that was.
343, Bungie, Star Trek, Mass Effect,
Yeah.
everything.
Oh man. And just like, yeah, we went from like talking about like Halo and stuff, then went to Mass Effect. Oh, they're talking about Star Trek. I'm like, all right, that works.
It does work. Well, adios. Talk to you again
see
soon. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Good night or good morning.
Good morning, night.
Yeah, well. Been fun playing with you. Good night.
Yeah. Alright, see ya. Look at that. Look at that. That was fun. That was fun. Ranked up, you know, got to play some Halo 5, get back into that. And yeah, I got to talk with Andromeda N7 there. That was pretty good. Oh my goodness, but I'm so tired. Oh, that Jimmy Two Beans. I don't know if he saw that I talked to him. I'll have to talk. I'll whisper him like, "Sorry if I didn't talk to you right away. I was busy." But yeah, no, it was good. I am tired. Anyways, yeah, you know, whatever. Just check out my channel, my Twitch channel. Of course, also the YouTube. You can look at that up there as well, and such. You know, whatever. look at things. Oh yeah, in the information section of my Twitch channel, there's stuff for you to look at as well, including specs for my streaming computer, my gaming computer, and my fiber optic internet. All that fun stuff. Like I said, there's highlights, clips, let's plays I have on there, but I'm gonna do more of that stuff. You know, just more things for Twitch, and hopefully more things for YouTube. But yeah, anyways, that's it for me for now. Thanks guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys later. Bye bye.